You got to be honest about most of the things you do in this life.
Most.
Not all. You can't be honest about everything. But
what would you lie about?
Lie about?
Yeah.
I don't know about lie, but I would not tell people what I do with my girlfriend.
Sex, like romantically or like in the bedroom, like private situations.
They're not the same thing, romantically and in the bed?
Well, no, because like romantically is like, you know, every man has a moment in his relationship to where it's like, I have to do this. I don't want any of my homies to see this.
No, I don't really care about that. You see me at the party, like we was fucking.
No. But I mean, like, well, yeah, you're right. You're different. You don't care about that. You'll just plop up in a nigga living room and make it your own.
Leg over
Take
leg.
a nap, man.
Yeah, like leg over leg out loud.
You cannot let him sit on your love seat. It's gonna be wet afterwards. It's gonna be soaking with emotions.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
I'll never invite y'all niggas to my.
It's gonna be
crazy.
Warriors on your couch.
I mean, I remember when you came through to the shindig. I remember when you came to the shindig we had, man, and that was probably the most normal I've seen you. But even then, sometimes it's like he couldn't stop himself. The hand just right on the neck, just everything just close. Like,
first of all, you can't say right on the neck.
As your leader, you had to watch all of those moves.
Crazy.
And like let them happen in your home.
Wait, first of all, you're saying on the neck. It's the back of the neck. All right, it's not like a.
That was the neck.
It's not like a "you're my son." Like it's not like a Darth Vader.
That'd be kind of weird.
It's not a Darth Vader type of neck grab.
Unless that's how y'all get down.
But like, it's more like a little league, like, hey, you're doing good, like type of.
You don't grab it by the scruff. You just
not anymore.
Okay.
I respect it now.
Yeah.
Now.
It wasn't it was not a bad thing. It was just like, oh man, he's really in love.
Well, yeah. And when we did, we went outside. We went outside if it was like, all right, we're getting too crazy. Let's at least go in his backyard.
Yeah, for sure.
Where's dog shits?
Yeah.
Let's not do it where they shit. Let's do it where their dog shits.
Yeah, nah, y'all are in love like teenagers. Yeah, that's what makes it so so funny to witness. Because this is like that, like real, like yo, I'm 16 for the first time. This is the first pussy I've ever patted.
Yeah.
Like,
is this the first time you've actually felt love, right?
No, not necessarily. I don't think I can feel love.
Oh,
I think I can feel very just like.
He's lying.
Just like.
You have levels to your like though.
Yeah.
And like you have a level that's pretty much damn near love. Like you don't label it like that because it makes you feel better.
Well, it's just like I don't think I understand the full concept of love to say it's like I think a woman.
Love is repetition.
I think, and women love. Every day is love for them. But for a dude, it's like, I feel like it's harder for me to, you know what I mean? But of course I do love her, but it's not her love. Her love is like strong as shit.
I mean, I don't know if you want to continue having this conversation because this could lead to another conversation that won't involve me and Lauren.
Yeah, I'm shut the fuck up.
Which is good for us, but it might not be the best for you. But I mean, like, just love as a concept in general, I think niggas kind of overrated.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's not over. You think it's overrated, love?
Nah, well, saying love is overrated is kind of like, you know, that's a
cliche thing to say.
Not even, it's just like, nigga, what? Like, love is overrated. But I think we overestimate what it takes to say that to somebody.
Say that, to actually love, like, yeah, for sure.
You just got to be very comfortable. Love is comfort and time compounded on top of each other.
Yeah, trust.
That's all it is. Because like a bitch that you love, like, I didn't start... The thoughts of eating a woman's ass never crossed my mind until I fell in love with a woman.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, her asshole like looks like a Honey Nut Cheerio now.
Yeah. Honeydew.
Yeah.
But
you right about that. My fault.
What?
Okay,
I mean, it sounded like you both had thoughts.
No. I was about to piggyback. I was just saying I thought you had.
Because if y'all was done, I was gonna go on a whole other
Cheerio. But y'all both. Where was you about to go with that milk and cherry honey nut Cheerios?
I mean, that was it. It just looked like a Honey Nut Cheerio.
The land of milk and honey. My nigga, that's where he was
going. with the oat milk. But
y'all are stupid.
That time point was real though.
But love is a lot of different things broken down, and love is just the overarching concept. But like you said, it's trust, you know, it's vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? It's honesty. And out of those things, and it's also like love is another bracket underneath love in a weird way.
Explain that, so
because
it's not weird anymore.
Because like love is the top, and then you have, you know, trust, you know, honor, everything underneath. But I also think,
in terms of
the
how potent these values are,
in terms
or how important they are. Because those are two different things. Like love,
love
has more of a rush than loyalty does. Like loyalty is kind of like a boring piece of paper.
Nah, not really though.
Yeah, it is. In terms of like how they feel. In terms of how they feel, loyalty is like it's not, I don't want to say it's a loose, but it's more of like a...
The only rush you get from loyalty is when you realize someone is loyal to you. You being loyal is not a rush.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because your loyalty loyalty is like spending money on a service that you don't know is good yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so it's like it's actually an investment.
Yes.
To really make it an analogy, it's an investment that you're hoping to get a return on.
Yeah, and when you get a return, that's when you feel that rush.
You got to be a special kind of tech nerd to get a rush off just, I'm dishing out loyalty to motherfuckers.
Right.
Love is a more of like a rush of an experience that you feel, nigga. I know that you're familiar with.
No, I know that you're familiar with it, nigga.
Yeah, nah. But I know the full story of love.
No,
like you're still young in the game.
Everybody does.
You're still young in the game.
No,
you don't know, but like love and like falling out of love or just like love dying, that's a completely different thing.
Nigga, just because you've experienced it recently doesn't mean it's like I haven't experienced it.
You know how ignorant you sound?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about though. Like you have to fall. Like what he's talking about with that shit dying, it has to die for it to like. It's like a phoenix, nigga. It has to die for it to come back.
And
to
I've
you
already died before.
For you to realize, like, oh shit, it's really here. Like it's not. Like I thought it wasn't, but it is. But it really is.
A fish has to get out of the water to realize that there's that they were in water the whole time.
Exactly.
You gotta touch air to realize that you were submerged in anti-gravity.
For sure.
And going through that, you're more grateful for your experience underneath the water. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I understand.
This is what I said.
Well, I mean,
it's literally, you're
the best.
Great minds. Fuck you, nigga.
But yeah, I just think it's a lot of different mini brackets underneath love. Like love it's not the most important thing to me. Like I fuck with loyalty and honesty. You know what I'm saying?
And lust.
I mean, lust is a part of it.
Lust is up there. Come on.
Lust is a part of it.
Lust is, nigga, the way you be grabbing that, lust is up there.
I mean, lust, that's just comfortability from my hand. Nigga.
Which is love.
Compassion.
Yeah, which hand is love and which hand is compassion? Which hand is love? Which hand is loyalty? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? You little fucking...
It depends on the position. Back seat, front seat,
radio ride,
passenger seat. You know what I mean? It depends.
Oh, yeah.
But
nah, love.
But you, like you said, look, man.
Love is fun, though. Love is definitely fun.
Love isn't, first of all, we got to go back to your original point. Love is not overrated. And now...
No, I feel like I broke it down.
He fixed it. Yeah,
I literally broke it down. Like I didn't mean like not overrated, but overestimated in what it takes. Like
we use it so much without really knowing what it means or what it takes.
Do you really think most people use it like that though?
Yes, I think personally. And I don't know if that's your point, Tone, but I do believe that most people are using that without even understanding what the fuck it means.
A lot
of
people
takes to get there.
A lot of people are still stuck on the idea that they need to find their person versus building a person together.
Right. Or building something together.
Yeah, building something. They think that they need the perfect person instead of like being okay with the things that aren't good.
A puzzle piece for their life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which you found yours already. You don't even know. You just got to flip that bitch around a little bit. It'll fit.
Well, you know, maybe.
You talking to him?
It's all about you, nigga.
Nah, I mean,
well, hold on. Don't like deflect. You found yours.
Oh, I'm good.
You're at a way later stage than he.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I'm good to go. I know
your
that.
stage
Mine is
4
already.
love.
Mine is already.
You're past chemo
for sure. But I'm not running from that. My shit is locked. I'm good. I'm happy with that. I'm not running from that, nigga.
Wait, but hold on.
You dancing in love.
Because you're not. But the thing is,
step in it.
You're not locked because she's not your fiance.
What is that? What are you trying to say? I'm not locked.
Yeah, you're not really locked.
I'm building my life to the point where I can.
Oh my God!
That we can comfortably do that.
That's why he think he knows everything about love just because he's experienced it.
I'm sorry it comes off that way.
No, nigga.
You know what I mean? Like when
You
you're on the
are
outside, when you're on the outside looking in, it's like, wow, that building has so many rooms, brother. It's 2 floors in here. It's 2 floors.
It depends on how far you want to build the building. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
Like you said, it's 2 floors, nigga. What if I want to build a 3rd one, a 4th one? You built 2 floors for your situation, but I want bigger building. I want complexes and corporations.
You should have 2 floors in your building? Yo, listen, we understand that in your building of love, there are escalators, elevators, nigga. There's trampolines that you can just jump on and get
to the top.
5th floor.
No, it's Tom Cruise zip wires, nigga. You attach your shit to the hip and you just fly up, nigga. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Real spyware shit.
But yeah, nah, you are definitely you're definitely gone. Like you're gone. It's at the point now, Lauren, F-Mac. It's at the point where it's like I kind of have to get more friends to accommodate the loss of my nigga. Because he's still here in spirit.
Yeah.
But it's just we just not. There's only so much fun
that could be.
We can have at any given moment until
Noblez.
until he's reminded of his love. Until he snaps back into
You want
action.
to know what's crazy? I'm not so far gone. I'm not gone at all. I know what gone looks like for him though, because what you're describing about me is what happens to you.
Nah.
There's been times where we're literally having fun, really talking about the universe, how we're gonna better our life, smoking herb. And then his past love just comes in, you know what I'm saying? And it's like all the ideologies and all the great conversation has to stop. Because he wants to stop. I'll be ready to continue, but he's like, God damn, I need a girl here and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how it be. You get what I'm saying? Because we be talking about
that is not true.
Spherical knowledge.
Like you're talking about like just like the nature of the conversation has to shift.
The nature of the conversation has to shift.
It's not true.
Okay.
Nature has the conversation.
It is not true at all. We have the same.
You have it, but
we have the same level of communication
Yeah.
when she was there versus when she wasn't there.
It's just he could see on your, what it probably was for him is he could see like sweat forming on your forehead. Like I'm doing this because I'm with my homie and I got to keep doing it. But damn, my girl is here.
No, there was no
It's
sweat.
probably, it's probably
there was
hot for you.
The problem was I wasn't stressing enough because you know what's funny? It's like he says the level of conversation changed, but when me and her would leave and get in the car, she'd be like, "Yo, why did you say that? How could you?" And it's like, so I wasn't being cautious enough, but.
Well, that can make you become cautious in the next conversation when you get in the car. I'm just saying.
Look at where we are.
I feel you.
It didn't work. I didn't learn any lessons.
Yeah, I see.
Bad boy, bad name.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I was the same
so
nigga.
Don't try to throw
but the
that
reason,
on me. That's
no,
fucked up.
hold on,
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because it's true.
Come
Dog,
on, dog.
it's true.
Okay, can I say
true.
something?
Hold on.
Okay.
There are times, dog, like back in the day, when we used to host the show, nigga, that shit was like Pulp Fiction, nigga. Samuel L. Jackson. Well, I forgot the white dude name.
Yeah, John Travolta.
We would walk in the room like, nigga, say what again? Say what again? It was amazing, nigga. Nowadays, you know, we still got we do our thing, but it's like we go off stage. I look to my left,
look to your right.
My comrade ain't there no more. He's gone. He's off. He in the parking lot fingering something. I don't know. I don't know where
he at.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know.
Come on, man.
He's looking for a love seat.
Look at
somewhere to plop
look
down.
at the link.
You got to call from the stage to find out where the host at. Not even where, you know what I'm saying?
It's times where I'm just up there hosting.
Damn.
Like I'll be bringing up the next artist. He'll run up on stage. I'm like, hey, what's up, nigga? You know, we all working. We all on the clock.
And I still have to remember the names. But nigga, I'm always focused, nigga.
Nah.
And it's crazy that you say the parking lot. We have a green room. The fuck? Fuck, we need to go to a parking lot.
It's pink now.
But that's what I'm saying. Nigga, it's slippery and alcoholic.
The pink room now.
7.7.
Hey, you should be a rapper, nigga. That was a good one.
Yeah. Ew. But nah,
man.
I'm not complaining. She's a lovely lady. She's a great person.
She's
you know what I mean? You know,
she's solid.
she's a good sport.
Yeah,
she's a real good sport. Like,
I could
you know,
tell
I'm not aware of like any conversation that's like, yo, y'all was going through crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, she's a good sport. She's make fun of a boo.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's
Which is
important.
important.
That's important. You
It's
got to be able to
important.
take yourself not too serious.
And
you know
that,
what I'm saying?
and
Like,
you know,
Mine wasn't make fun of him.
yeah, if you take yourself too serious, it's gonna make shit really bad. Like,
I'm telling you, man, when he was in the relationship, man, I could see it on his face.
Yeah.
It was
lying.
draining for my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's nothing you could do. It was no advice I could give. My advice.
Why is that?
Can I tell him?
Why?
Can I tell him why?
Why can't you give that advice?
Can I tell him why?
Is it because
No,
that you
hold on,
haven't
hold on.
made it to that stage
Hold
in the
on,
game?
dog, no.
Is it because your lack of experience doesn't favor you the
It's
perspective?
cold in here. But
Yeah, nah, you ain't wearing like no sleeves.
well,
That's
I
kinda
took it off
crazy.
because it was hot. Then everybody got
yeah.
fuck. Okay, but I think it's because no advice is better than pussy. At the end of the day, no advice I can give.
a lot of advice.
Is no.
No, I
Lauren.
get what he's saying.
No, Lauren.
I know what
Hold
you
on,
mean.
let me
Hold on, let
explain.
him get it off. Let him get it
you
off.
gotta
He's-
understand, right? Like his situation was different. She's there every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Living with him. And so I would tell him advice and I would look at his face. It's like, yeah, you know, I could tell, you know, that really it got to him. And I'm not saying advice like, you know, the nigga was yearning for it, but we just talking and shit. And I, you know, I see the look on his face. It's like, yeah, you're like, yeah, man, you know, finna get right. A day later, I see the look on his face. I'm like,
Right back.
you're weakened.
Yeah. Yeah. Like some of the, yeah.
There's a
energy-
chip in your armor.
The energy has been siphoned.
Where's your sword?
Yeah. Yeah.
You left the crib without your sword. There's something
Yeah.
off about him.
Yeah.
His walk
Yeah.
is off.
Yeah.
The nigga limping.
He got a holster, but ain't no gun in there.
He did the undoable act before the main game.
Yep.
And
Nah,
he's
this is
doing
the-
it every day.
Yeah.
I
This
can
is the
see
thing.
it in his face.
And because at that point for him, it's like he's
Well,
living in the space, but
he's
then
here.
this moment is like a release, right? So like
Hold on.
that release like stops you from doing what it is that you was gonna do, and then gets you right back to like a space you didn't think you wanted
what
to be.
the hell are
I
you
would-
talking
But
about?
I would also, I would
Hold
also
on, F-Mac,
tell him.
What did he just say?
Hold on.
What does that mean?
I would also
The undoable act that you do before coming back to work, where you're not supposed to like you're trying to get yourself in a certain mind state. That pussy that he's talking about, you get back up in that pussy, and then it takes you back to a place that you didn't want to go back to, but you there.
And I wasn't trying to
No.
be,
Well, that's what I
you
thought he
know,
was saying.
that specific, but I have given advice a couple times of like, yo, when you going through that, because I'm telling you, I've been through this, dog. I've been through this. You can't fuck her anymore.
That's what
You
I'm
have
saying.
to stop
Hold
fuck.
on,
If
hold
you know
on.
it's gonna, if you're feeling like, what the fuck is going on? This doesn't feel good anymore. I remember I told you. I was like,
We're
Tony,
speaking like, but this is so vague because it's like we're going through like different periods in time. You get what I'm saying? Like
Well,
we're talking
of
about
course.
when I'm with her, when I wasn't with her.
But
Like
when
we
it
just-
was good,
we been-
when it was
and
good, it was
nobody
wonderful.
asked me if
When
I
it was-
wanted to divulge all this, but you know it's not that big of a deal.
Well,
but the thing is,
you left her.
You are right in that context, but in the context of everything, it's just there is no one shoe fits all. For every situation.
But can you at least
because
be-
the inner nuances and the context is different. Now,
But can
I'm
you
not
at
gonna make it seem like there weren't things that I've done wrong. There weren't mistakes that I've made. There weren't times where I've rested on my laurels.
man makes mistakes.
Man
makes
makes
mistakes.
everything. Inventions, mistakes, babies.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
Houses. We make a lot of different things.
Yeah. The shoes Lauren likes to wear.
I was about to say.
So some man made that mistake and then it became Lauren's mistake.
And then it's just a domino effect.
Yeah. But, just in terms of the game and in love, like, I feel like every guy got to go through that. You got to go through it and you got to do it absolutely wrong.
Yes.
You got to fuck it up.
And that's why when I was telling you all that
You got to make
advice,
the biggest mess possible because it's almost like a colonoscopy. It's like you're really getting out all the shit from your guts.
but
You got to purge that.
when I was telling you that, I was telling you all that information because I had been through that previously. You get what I'm saying? And I was telling you, like, man, I know this. And look, like I said, we was just talking about.
All right, give him a round of
No,
applause. That's
no.
what he wants. That's why he keeps bringing this up.
No.
Mac, clap for him.
We were just talking about like relationships, so it just got brought up and shit. But
Yeah, and I feel it, brother.
nah,
But
it's not like it's like everybody makes mistakes and shit, of course. But it's still like I'm glad you left. I'm just gonna say that right now.
you said you're glad that I left her.
I'm glad.
And yeah, you know what is like what's kind of fucked up about that shit is that,
and that's not fucked up, right?
It's honest.
It's honest, yeah. You see,
Because it's like I like, you know, like.
Well, I mean, what's your definition of fucked up?
It's I didn't hurt your feelings.
to say.
You can't. You don't have the power.
It's not that I have the power, but did you feel like, is there still past emotions for her that you felt?
In terms of like, if I look at a picture of us together for too long, I'm like, ooh.
Or like
I start getting heart palpitations.
Yeah, or like, yeah, okay.
Nah. Like, we're dudes.
Yeah.
Love is a different thing for us. It's more of like an acceptance at a certain point.
Loyalty.
It's emotional loyalty.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's like I'm essentially promising you I'm not gonna be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like when you're feeling some kind of way, it's like I'm not just gonna like leave.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna turn away
or
from
run out of
shit.
words.
Yeah.
You know
Like,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like the goal is to make this a better situation, but
Yeah, love is you giving
that's a
yourself
lot
to
of
another
onus to
person.
put on one nigga. You know what I mean? Because like, do you feel like you're responsible for fixing everything?
Yes and no. Like, yes, because it's better on the back end for me, but it's also better for us if I want us to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me fixing the problem, it gives me mental clarity because she feels better. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of we're not going to bed angry and whatnot. But at the same time, me fixing it doesn't mean she's not taking accountability. And, you know, that's where I feel like, you know, the important aspect of like me fixing it, you know, I'm kind of, you know, showing her the way, showing her why we got to this situation, even if it was my fault. If it's my fault, I show her where I was coming from and, you know, my perspective in the situation if I did something wrong.
But you know what's fucked up about that is like the typical girlfriend shit is to like, you did this and that was so fucked up. It was wrong.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, well, you know, I understand how you could feel that way, but you know, that wasn't my intentions. Like, this is what I was really doing.
Yeah.
But if in that, you don't also validate how they feel about it, then it's all on deaf ears. It's like they don't care about what you were doing. They care that you understand and acknowledge
How it made them feel.
You want to know
how they felt about the shit, which is a weird game to play.
Nah, it's not. It's not, dog. But I'll let you explain.
It's a little bit of manipulation.
No, it's not. But I'll let you explain.
It's it can be a tricky game to play because it's almost like you're saying two different things.
Let me go get this jacket, dog.
Like at the core, if they felt a way about something that you didn't intend or plan, it's like, how much can you apologize for? Are you apologizing for this ever happening, or are you apologizing for how they interpreted them feeling it?
That's what I'm
and
saying.
those are two different things for them because they prefer the first one.
Right.
The latter, the second one was the one where you essentially validate how they feel.
How they feel, yeah.
The latter is what gets them off.
Yeah, but it's also the reason I say it's a little bit of manipulation and why I think there's a deeper conversation where there's like, you don't always have to be the one to fix everything. You just have to allow them to make sure that they know and they feel truly that whatever happens in this relationship, you're willing to go there to fix it. Like you're willing to be a part of the fix. Like as long as they know that you're willing to be a part of the fix, they'll stick around to fix shit with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't always have to fix it, but it's like if you can reassure her that no matter what happens here, I just want to fix it. I just want to fix it. If you can reassure her that, then you're gonna be good.
And if you have an emotionally, hold on, let me get in real quick. If you have an emotionally intelligent woman, if you do that enough times, if she doesn't already know how to do that, like, you know, handle her feelings, then, you know, she's eventually gonna like learn. Like, okay, this is the process. I might be tripping now. At least that's what I've experienced. Like, it's taken maybe a good 5 times for me to be like, look, you're doing this. Watch it. You're doing it. For her to like naturally be like, wait, I'm fucking up. Like she'll say the natural conversation, like, I'm tripping. I'm sorry.
That's not the norm.
That is the norm.
That's not the norm.
And to what you said, right?
That's not most.
I don't think I forgot your original point, so I'm not going to say it verbatim. But it's almost like I was watching a video. It was Marines, right? It was a Marine talking to a cadet on how to do something better. And the cadet was telling him, he was like, yeah, you know, I'm doing it this way, like this, like this. Now, the general or the higher official, he could have just said, no, nigga, that's the dumbest shit ever. Why would you do it that way? But he told him, all right, that's nice, but try to do this with how you're doing it. And it didn't work, right? And he was like, okay, well, now let's try it this way, right? And you, like, let's try it my way, the correct way.
I'm following, yeah.
Right? And so you can say, to what you said, he validated his feelings, but you have to validate somebody's feelings to
allow them to listen sometimes.
To allow them to listen and to show them that, like, you're not wrong. Like, you're not wrong for the way you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? There's just a better way to think of the way you're thinking.
Which is telling them that they're wrong about the way that they're thinking. And that's the overall point that I'm getting at, is that, like, you give, like, you literally just said what I said earlier. Like, you give them what they need, and then you tell them that they don't actually need that in the same breath. And sometimes, and that's a tricky game to play, because it's almost like you're undercutting them. It's like, you know, that's a nice jacket for what you normally wear.
Yeah.
Like, should I feel good or bad about that? Because it's like, okay, I feel good right now. You kind of gave me a compliment, but that's in spite of what I normally do.
All because you're validating the feeling before correcting it?
Precisely.
Yeah.
I don't think so, man.
It all has to be within reason, though.
You can't tell me I'm right and then wrong. That can be a confusing thing.
It can, unless it's like you have to be able to show them that. You have to be able to show them, though. Like, it's like, it has to be, that's why I said it's within reason. How right are you actually?
And
you know what I'm saying?
You're never, and every time something happens, you're not going, look, I understand how you feel. You shouldn't say that every time. Like, you shouldn't just validate off the rip. Like, there's a way to do it. Like, there's a way to say everything depending on the context.
There are scenarios where you should just admit, hey, you're wrong. You should. There are scenarios where it's like, I'm not here to validate you. Nah, that's not, you need to know that's wrong. And there are those scenarios.
And it has, like you said, it has to be a balance. Like, if it's more sour than sweet, then it's going to be bad. If it's more sweet than sour, then it's going to be bad. It has to be a middle ground. You know what I mean? Like, and within that middle ground, she'll find her place. She'll find her place. But there's a way to communicate. I'm telling you. I mean, hey.
What you mean?
Exactly what I said.
Explain.
There's a way to say anything.
I don't disagree. Like that. That's why I'm laughing, because it's like, I don't disagree with anything that you're saying. Like, I literally said the same shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Know what I mean?
You've grown.
I wear corduroy too, nigga.
Yeah, you've grown, my brother. You've grown, Jay.
He's grown a lot.
He's grown.
In his perspective, in his insights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that, man.
I feel like, you know, just the osmosis of hanging around some older guys.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's maturing at a rate fast for his age.
I know it wasn't the Bloodstone, so you could still take that shit off, but it's, what he said.
I mean, you know, Bloodstone. He has to take that one off.
That one,
and get a real one. The Bloodstone is, it's the Bloodstone. It's cool. That's his religion. Don't make fun of a man's religion.
You're right. I apologize.
That's actually kind of fucked up
it's
on your part.
It's fucked up on my part. It's incorrect. I'm sorry.
And so, like, actually look him in the face when you apologize, because it kind of feels a little disingenuous.
I've done it already.
He don't mean it.
At least my fake necklace gives me spiritual prowessness. What is your fake necklace does? Let's take that shit out.
It should do the same thing that it did for Alpo, nigga.
You about to turn into the Grinch.
Thing that it did for Alpo.
You about to turn to Shrek, nigga. No. But how long the pre-show been?
30 minutes.
Okay, we good. But yeah, nah. So, love, man.
Yeah,
it's a great conversation, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was
a great conversation.
What you mean?
He's finally got.
You think it was better than most conversations we have?
I'm just saying,
loved our love conversation.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of people that probably wanted to hear something like this.
Sound like you've been wanting to talk about this for a while.
This
you got real passionate.
Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever he uploads this.
Should've been on his heart.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, nah. Y'all brought up the conversation a lot.
We just talking about your scenario, I think.
Shut up. But yeah, nah. Shout out to Les though. It was happy belated to Les. It was I think his birthday had already passed, but this was just like, you know, like a little kickback thing. Yeah. But Les the Genius, local rapper, you know what I mean? Soon to be famous, world renowned, you know what I mean? Invited us over to a little kickback. Shit was pretty cool. A lot of homies and shit. I feel like that was the first time in a while I've experienced like a nice chill kickback. Like it's just nothing but the homies. Word. It's just a cool little vibe.
You've been missing that? Like you've been missing, you know, the tribal feeling.
The tribal feeling of like just niggas standing around. We got pastries, we got sliders, we got mozzarella sticks.
That's what you love, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Got grapes and strawberries.
You know what I mean?
This nigga grabbed nothing but grapes, Lauren.
No word.
This nigga had a plate full of grapes.
Well, to be fair, it was an accident. You know,
so you said.
No, it was definitely an accident. You should have saw that shit. I was trying to break off the stem because, you know, the nigga couldn't get his own grapes. He was like, yo, let me get some of the grapes.
That's how you're telling it?
Let me get some of the grapes that you already have.
I told you
I was trying to break
stem
off the stem to like split it in half, but the stem was strong as shit. And so what ended up happening was I tried to break the stem and just ended up sending 1,000 grapes down to my plate. Nigga, so I was like, well, I mean, here, you could take that. And I'll just walk away with this plate full of grapes on accident.
I had to tell him.
Because I'm not going to put them back. Like,
you can't.
I literally touched every individual grape. So I have to eat these grapes, and there's no more room to put anything else on the plate.
And even though we wash our hands, it's just like, man, it's
you can't do that.
Yeah, nah,
you can't do that.
Respectfulness.
Nah. But it was a nice little kickback though. But cool. Like, bro, I be tired. I just been tired of shit lately.
What is that about?
Niggas living this fast lifestyle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been moving around.
Niggas be up, moving, hosting these shows, pimping these hoes. Writing these jokes. This shit is taxing, dog. It's like,
you gotta stop pimping hoes. You might get a lot more energy.
You gotta stop pimping hoes. You might get a lot more energy. Jay Nobles.
That you have never said that in your life.
Yeah, never. He would have never said that.
Hoes. Well, the nigga tired.
Okay, that's fair.
He tired. Lord,
that is kind of funny. The way you said that is kind of funny.
So I'm just saying, drop them hoes. You tired.
Good timing.
That's right. You're dead. Yeah, you ain't never tired.
You
right?
gotta calm down.
You ain't never tired, nigga.
You gotta calm down.
We ain't never tired.
Nah, niggas get
we
tired.
pimp hoes with energy. We do work with energy.
We don't pimp
hoop
hoes
with energy.
We don't pimp hoes with enery.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm getting past myself. Yeah.
I'm the only pimp hoe with energy motherfucker in this room. Y'all both going to y'all girls' shows and auditions. It's like, yeah, baby, you really hit that note good.
Driving her to the voice audition.
Hell yeah.
Damn it. I get that last
Talking to her bandmates, but
yes. No.
You know what I was thinking the other day? Do you, because you know on Instagram they got the new shit that's threads. And like I had made one because I had plans of like, I'm probably just start posting on that shit. It's new. And you know, normally with social media platforms, you get on it early and it becomes successful. You're a pioneer. You're that first Indian over the hill. I was gonna be the Native American for MenaceMaterialEnt LOI.
As always. As always.
But it didn't happen like that. I just ended up like, you know, making the shit and looking at titties and shit. But you know how they get you with the foreshadowing, the way they advertise it. Like you'll be on Instagram, you'll scroll.
What do you see?
And like it'll just be a 4x10 of just chest, just her titties. And then it's like your imagination just starts to wonder. It's like, does that match the rest of everything else?
But Tony, you're not even telling the truth. The shit be like, who's in Raleigh and wants to hang out?
Yeah, who wants to go to the gym in Raleigh and see?
What?
Yeah. Like,
who wants to go to Cold Stone in Raleigh, North Carolina?
She's looking for friends.
Near Creedmoor. That's like, bitch, why so specific?
Because that's where you at. You got your location on, nigga.
Like, yeah.
But I mean, you got to market to your demographic, you know what I mean? She's a local network. And so you'll see that, like, let me go see if the curtains match the drapes and shit. Click on it, and then you're in there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Then you're officially in there.
It is funny though. That location shit do be crazy.
Some of the times, it's like the body will be there, but the face won't. Or they'll show the face, and you're thinking like, okay, she gotta have a fat ass, and you'll click, and then you know it's bare bones. And so I was thinking, are there more unattractive women with like phenomenal bodies than there are vice versa? Pretty girls that are just bony, beautiful bony women versus like thick, eyed to ugly looking bitches.
You have to include beautiful faced, bad built body that's not bony too. You have to include that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wait.
Well, bony. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You're putting
like,
bony in all in one bucket.
Wait, so are you saying like big, beautiful women?
that too. You have to include that as well.
You have to include it too.
Yeah, you have to include that too if you're gonna have that conversation. You feel what I'm saying?
But it's just most of the time I feel like there's more pretty bony women than pretty brawny women.
There's a lot of pretty fat like women. Like
Well,
pretty in the
okay,
face.
so now pretty is becoming, personal.
I'm saying like in the face, like you talking about face. You said that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like there's a lot of pretty women who are just overweight.
Are you willing to?
Yeah, but I feel like there's more pretty women that are just skinny.
Yeah,
like
it
even
is.
if you look at early 2000s music
Probably.
videos.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But I'm saying if you're gonna,
There's not
look at the
many.
scale.
I don't think there's a lot of pretty fat bitches. Not as many as like people would say. Especially not anymore. Like, when's the last time you can
seen that a lot
honestly
of-
say you've seen a pretty fat girl? Now, not even pretty bad.
Yo.
Because we've been saying bad this whole time.
I'm not saying bad. I'm saying pretty. We talk about the face. They're not bad because, yeah,
Like you can't even think of like just a time
Not
period,
off
maybe
top.
a month ago.
not off top. Probably though. Yeah.
Probably though. Come on,
not-
nigga.
Wait, what did you ask him? When was the last time you
at
saw
the
a
gym.
beautiful,
At the-
A beautiful
burlesque?
burlesque girl. Like there's
Yeah.
not many of those. So when you say you got to include them, I mean, how many of them are there?
I've seen them.
But it's not a lot of
But
them.
they
seen
should
them.
be included because
them.
the category is beautiful, bad built.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
And bad built
That's what I'm
has
saying.
many different
Things to it.
expressions.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Many
say.
different ways of showcasing itself. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
because it's all personal choice and preference at the end of the day. Because the women you're describing, that's somebody's cream of the crop. Somebody would take down that beluga whale,
Yup.
Yeah.
make the noises and all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some people, I'm gonna reel my bait back in. I don't even want to catch that shit on accident.
Some people don't want to sweat for their meal. You get what I'm saying? Like some niggas would rather just set like a bunch of booby traps, try to catch a lot of squirrels. But like niggas like us, we're willing to like wait a day to catch a fucking lion.
Yeah, like,
I'm willing to not eat for 16 hours. Maybe 16 to 72 hours.
Yeah.
If I know I'm gonna catch something real nice.
I'm be honest, I don't think AJ's like that.
I think okay,
That's crazy.
16 to 72 hours, no. But
I think AJ got a good 30 minutes in him before he's like, all right, well, we the last two here.
AJ,
Nah, he be pulling the magic, though. He be pulling
The end of the world starts now.
oh no, okay. Here's the thing, right? Like I think AJ is like he does what the Native Americans did.
Nope.
Like set off a bunch of boulders to kill all the mammoths and shit, like down the hill. You know that? Like they used to
Yeah,
have a bunch of mammoths down the hill, and they would like gather a bunch of boulders and just let them loose. I think that's AJ's game. Like he's able to catch a good meal with the least amount of resources and energy.
Nah, it's like AJ. He catches good meals, but it's like he's always hungry though. So it's like he's gonna eat something that's not
He's
necessarily.
eventually going to have to settle for
Okay.
rotten flesh
Yeah, but
on the side of the road.
but he does.
Because
But when
the
he's
Denny's is 15 miles the other direction.
but then he's gonna have that moment where it's like, nah, I really want some fine dining right now, and he can get some fine dining.
Okay, so
I've seen
basically what
him
you're
scoop-
saying-
I'm telling you, I've seen my nigga scoop some
Basically
shit.
what he's saying
I'm
is
telling
that
you.
Is
he's
that
going
AJ's an all-you-can-eat buffet kind of guy.
But I'm telling
like,
you, I've seen
no.
him scoop some shit. You'd be
Like,
surprised.
all-you-can-eat buffets, they usually have one thing that's like, okay, they take that serious. They're cooking that shit live. Like, they might try on the steak, but the pizza is, in the microwave.
He's a high tier buffet eating nigga, but he's also willing to stop by McDonald's
Here and
on his
there.
way to Ruth Chris.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's
like,
what I'm
oh
saying.
damn,
Well,
fries
hold
sound
on.
good
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
But like, nigga, you about to go eat some steak.
But really
It's like
paint
I just
the
need some
picture.
fries real quick though. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
salt.
Nah,
I'm
but
on the
really
fresh.
paint the picture. He's willing, like, McDonald's is closed, and he's like, all right, that garbage can is unlocked.
Nah. I don't think AJ. I don't think AJ's
Nah,
like that.
it ain't like
because
that. No,
you want
it
to know
ain't
why?
like that.
I
That's
think
crazy.
He'll wrestle a raccoon
alone.
No, that's
for
crazy.
an apple fritter.
Alone.
For an apple fritter.
Alone, but he has us. He has people around
Yeah,
him
yeah.
that
No, he doesn't.
that judge.
What do y'all do? Y'all are occupied.
We judge.
Compromise. Y'all eat at home.
But we'll be honest about
We'll
like
be-
we'll be honest about that plate that you have though. It's like, hey, my nigga, that doesn't look like a healthy
That's
meal.
low
You know what I'm saying? We
energy
gonna-
plate right
Yeah,
there. That's
like
a low energy plate right
Yeah,
there.
like
Low
niggas will
energy
tell you that.
plate.
That's low energy plate right there.
Well, you gotta watch his calories.
Yeah, nigga, this nigga has this nigga plate ugly.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean? You gotta make sure.
Sometimes ugly plates
Never.
are what really fill you up.
It depends. I'm not the type
Have
of
that
nigga.
shit just baked mac and cheese. It's just baked mac and cheese and turkey.
Nah,
Well, that's your
man.
shit, nigga. That's what you said.
You know what I mean? That's a pretty grimy plate. That's not
That's
the
what it
prettiest. Like nobody.
But that's where you at right now.
Nobody would put that in a Thanksgiving ad.
That's where you at right now.
That's what he trying to
No,
get.
that's not where I'm at right now.
I'm
That's,
asking, 'cause
that's
that's-
where I'm at on Thanksgiving.
What
Okay?
type of plate are you willing to eat
Holiday
right now, though?
seasons. You know what's crazy? I'm willing to go to Costco and like get shit on toothpicks. Yeah. Like, what's that? It's fucking delicious. I might go to the frozen food section and
Bunch of
actually get the whole
samplers.
box.
But not even finish it. You just like,
like,
nah.
I throw that one away. I just
Yeah.
nibble that shit.
You're
This one's
broken.
missing something, but I kind of like it. But I don't know.
Like when you said just cranberry, oh, it's fucking it's delicious.
Yeah, nah.
That's the level I'm at right now.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, nigga. All right.
And I'm also going to Subway, really building the sub.
Damn,
Okay,
not
okay.
Firehouse,
Yeah, man.
not Jersey Mike's.
Hand picking your ingredients. I like that.
But it's the worst type of ingredients. That shit.
That's not the worst kind of ingredients.
That's not even meat.
Nah, I mean, it's just
That's fish
Processed?
tongue.
Processed meat.
Yeah. That's,
don't act like Subway isn't good money. It isn't Firehouse Subs or Jimmy John's.
Don't act like it.
But Subway is, they charge $13 a sandwich for a reason.
So you might as well spend the extra $3 to go to Firehouse.
Firehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the last place you can talk to a migrant and not feel like you're in danger.
Well, I mean, not anymore. They be outside, like near the turn signals and shit.
You know
digging
what's
holes.
crazy? They really they have their own job structure. Like the job that we work, it requires us to be up early as shit in the morning, out in the truck. Sometimes we in parking lots and shit. Like these niggas will literally just be in a Home Depot parking lot or like a furniture store parking lot, just standing there, and
Yep.
like a van comes to pick them up and it takes them to work.
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty sure they
Well-
negotiate the price right there on the sidewalk.
Well,
But-
yeah, they do. Sometimes I've personally, sometimes they just be getting picked up. I've heard that too. Like they literally just get picked up. But that is like a stereotype. Like well, it's not really
it's
a
not a
stereotype.
stereotype, it's real.
It's
I've
real.
seen-
Like they be out
I
there.
see it. Like I know where to go to find it.
And the McDonald's on Capitol, connected to that gas station.
There's a lot of McDonald's on Capitol.
there's a
Nah,
few
the
of them on
McDonald's connected
The Fiddlesticks.
to the gas station right across from Mini City.
Yeah, the Fiddle on Springforest
Yeah,
Road.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, they be out there too.
You know what we talking
I
about,
do.
nigga.
I work on Capitol.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
You do.
you work at that. Oh, shit. Beep. Yo, that's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lauren's right there. I take all of that out,
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
please.
shit, that might be good advertising for your business. It's not your
cool.
home address, nigga. It's your.
I'm cool.
They wouldn't know who to look for. They just be in there talking to all the white guys like, yo, Menace Material?
Yeah.
You're hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, one of these days I'm gonna tell you to stop by my crib and roll me up some for when I get back. Because you literally live right there. I mean, live right there. You literally work right there.
Yeah, right down the street from this nigga.
But nah, enough of Lauren's secret job location.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's personal.
It's personal information. He doesn't want more business.
We ain't even
He wants to get it honorably. He don't want to
Yeah,
cheat.
and
Because
get out
this
the
is
mud.
cheating.
It is cheating.
With your employees, like you have a whole platform to market your services to.
Low-key.
Yeah, no, whenever you need a commercial, you nigga, just let us know. You got a place to put it on, nigga.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
for the free too.
Yeah,
Because you're the homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the first one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, after a while, it's like, all right, Lauren.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, nigga.
I don't know. Well, we trying to cook up one of our own real quick, so anyway.
Yeah, nah. But
We didn't even answer your question, but
yeah, I was literally just about to bring that up. I don't know if we got to the point of it all, but I think the fact that we didn't concludes it.
That's fair.
In a weird way.
That's fair.
Yeah.
To where it is kind of like, it's honestly hard to tell because you go online and then you go in real life. You go to a mall, you go to Target, Ulta Beauty. It's a different perspective. You know what I mean? Because it's like the bitches be bad, but they're not bad algorithmically.
Right.
But it doesn't take away from the actual beauty that they have. And then I actually prefer the real life shit a lot of the times. Half these hoes
Online is not
half
what
the time. So it's like a part of you that's like
50-50.
Online is a lot.
Half the time, like these hoes be disfigured. The proportions be a little wonky and shit.
Yeah.
These bitches be looking like Willy Wonka
Online,
employees.
you see somebody's best side always.
always.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're taking shit from an angle where you got to look at certain features to really understand what you're looking at.
You
gotta
don't look
out.
good unless you're ugly online.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm not like a picture taking kind of nigga. So it's like if I take a selfie, I know how to look good in a selfie. But if I'm just taking like a regular picture, I'm not thinking to like, oh shit, this is how motherfuckers gonna remember me forever. Let me look my best. I'll just be like, I'll fuck around. You seen these thumbnails? I'll just be chilling.
Well, yeah.
Niggas is
Trying to
or
chill.
really half of it is F Max lack of technical ability. But that's
Nah.
his own conversation.
But nah, to what you said, like bitches are very primal when it comes to that. Like they literally follow the sun to get the best angles. Like they want to follow the sun.
Low-key.
The sun is their star, nigga. Wherever the sun is at, like that's where
It's gonna be a makeshift, son. It might be a ring light right there.
You get what I'm saying? Put a ring light in nature
Yeah.
with the sun.
You don't even need one, nigga.
Yeah.
If
What
the clouds is at the right percentage,
Yeah.
the sun is gonna do all the work. That's when you look the best. Nobody looks great at nighttime.
How
It's possible.
what type of person is the person who uses those like figure changing apps to like change the way their body or their face look online? Like
Niggas that looks max and most women.
you
I
think
don't
most
think it's
women do
most.
that? Most?
Chronically online women.
Wait.
Yeah.
Well, what you
Chronically
described
online.
is like
Like the face
disfiguration. What you're really saying is like Facetune, like
Shit
simple,
like that. Yeah,
just
simple shit. Like, yeah.
Well, filters do
definitely.
Facetune nowadays. Like if you go on a certain filter, that shit'll make your eyes sharper.
Right.
It'll
Yeah.
make your nose a little bit more narrow.
Yeah.
It puts you in the perfect dimensions
Yeah.
for symmetry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do those people need to have like
Shit'll give you eyelashes.
Do they need to have a conversation with themselves? Like why am I doing so much to look this way? Why can't I just accept me type shit?
You know what's fucked up? It's weird because on one hand, yeah, like what is it about your self-esteem
You know what I'm saying?
that you can't just go out on your own laurels and be like, you know, this is what I look like.
Right.
This is what it is.
This is-
I got puffy eyes today. So
the
what?
fuck? So what?
I work a lot.
You feel
But
me?
at the same time though,
It's not
when
real.
the world is doing it and you're not, it's kind of like you're not competing at a certain point. You know what I mean?
I think it is.
You're
on
not
that,
giving yourself the edge that everybody else is. So it's like, I kind of understand. I'm not a posting on social media nigga to
I
begin
feel
with
you.
anyway. So when
No,
I do,
I think none of us
ain't no
yeah, but-
fucking filter on that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
y'all are lucky this is even happening.
Yeah.
I'm not about to put it in a pretty package.
But it's also like you're a man, and it's like we already know what the world is to us. Like they rely on us in general. You know what I'm saying? We have to be who we have to be no matter what. You
well,
know
we're
what I'm
not
saying?
selling.
not
We're not
necessarily
selling looks
true, though.
up front though. Like
We're not
our
selling
first
looks up
sell
front. That's
isn't
true.
looks.
It's not.
So it's like for us to go that far, it's like nigga, it's no point. You might as well focus up on the game part.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
feel me? But it's.
but
I think it's a Ready Player One aspect to where these bitches are just avatars. Like maybe it used to really be on that insecure level. Like, you know, women are seeing other women that look better. But now I be seeing bitches that are just like avatars. Like they just treat it like, you know, it's for play.
Exactly.
It's not even about their insecurity anymore. It's
But
just,
bro, there's
and
like
in order to play, you have to, you know, abide by the rules. It's like in certain games, you're gonna have skins. You're kind of lame if you're just using the basic character.
true.
if you have available colorways and shit, like, oh, I can make them look like this.
Yeah.
Put a little personality on that shit.
I can zoom my camera out. Fucking.
But men, you had said something
Dudes.
earlier that like men don't have to sell their looks anymore. It's different now because everything is digital. So that's the first thing that women a lot of the time see. They don't see where you work unless you're doing corny shit like posting yourself in your uniform on purpose, or like making job content.
The shit, it's like the shit that women actually want from you, like a stable nigga with job, money. This shit, like you can't advertise that as a man normally unless you just putting it in your profile anyway. So it's like it is different. The online market just changes how everything is done.
Literally, and this new age is like men have cared about their looks before. But it was never this egregious.
It's egregious.
Like at the point we at now, like, you know, looks maxing is a real thing, dog. There's niggas who go online and try to figure out like how can I look as attractive as possible. It's just one nigga. He's
a mewer.
Well, that's a part of it. I'm pretty sure he is. But his name is like Fearless, FitX, something like that shit. But he's a nigga. He tattoos his eyebrows. You know what I mean?
They're always sharp.
They're always dark and like perfectly arched and pristine and shit. And what he does is like he goes online and he gives niggas advice on how to up their looks. And like he'll straight up tell a nigga to his face, he's like, yo, dog, you be so much more handsome if you cut them dreads off. He was like, you know, having dreads, you're only attractive to like 30% of women.
Yeah.
You're cutting off a lot of your demographic.
Yeah.
Because you want to, you know, market to a niche people that would find this favorable. But it's like, like.
So where does the line get blurred? Because there's a part of all of this that is good technically, like a part of just trying to look your best for you, look good, feel good, perform well, like shit like that. But where does it switch from that to just like pimping yourself out for attention?
Well, you're always pimping yourself out for attention. That is life.
That is life. Okay, fair.
Because in your life, to be happy, you can't be alone.
But where does it become unhealthy? I guess is what I'm saying. Like, where is it a lie? Where's the lie? Like, how far do you have to go before? Is it the Facetune that makes it a lie?
It becomes unhealthy.
Like,
it becomes unhealthy when you can't go to the basketball court without tattooing your eyebrows for 15 minutes right before. Okay. Like you'll pull up late just so that you can get the perfect amount of tint above your eyes.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody's girl is there. And she'll be like, oh, he looks better than my guy.
He missed the shot, but I mean, he looks good doing it.
Shoes is untied, but look at those eyebrows.
You have like a pocket mirror, you carry baby wipes. You know what I mean? And those are all things alleged ASAP Rocky does.
You got a tote bag.
But with a tote bag. Yeah. Real niggas have tote bags.
You the realest nigga I know.
Real niggas have tote bags.
You the realest nigga I know.
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
I don't know, man. I guess the reason I even brought that shit up, even on the woman's side, is just because like I do see a drastic difference sometimes with like women I even know, like I know of. I see what they look like on their picture, on their profile they put up, and I'm like, bitch, you don't look nothing like that.
And well, okay,
are you not supposed
like that? That's true, but
and it's like,
are you not supposed to look your best?
That's dudes too. Like Lauren, when you post on your Instagram,
there's niggas that do that.
When you post on your Instagram, your eyes are a lot squintier than they are in real life, nigga.
No, they not, nigga.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. No,
go to your page,
I
dog.
Go to my page.
Go to your page. Lauren look
like
at you like this.
Yeah,
on Instagram.
No. But I'm not adding any like. If I look like that, and that's what I look like, I'm not adding any effects. I'm not doing nothing.
You don't stretch before you take a picture?
No.
You don't pull your shoulders back?
The most I do with taking a picture is take it more than once because I'm trash at it.
You don't do one of these?
I might, hell no.
You don't do one of these?
I might take a picture like 6 times because I'm so trash at it. I'm like, that one's good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the most I do. But I'm not doing anything.
But that's and like, it's going to be more for women, but you're supposed to look your best. If you're going to post, you would want to look your best. So
it's one thing about looking your best and like lying also to yourself instead of like trying to just actually look better. It's like, let me just put something on top of it.
I get what you're saying now with your question. Like, where's the fine line between that?
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, I guess it depends on the perspective of the person. Obviously, like, it depends on what you look at it for.
Would y'all get your eyebrows done?
No.
And
I think I'm good.
And done. Would you let your barber like, all right, let me just clean that shit up a little bit? Not even arch it. Just let me clean it up. Like how far will y'all go?
Probably not.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
Probably not.
Nah.
You sound a little fluid in there though. That's not a
Nah,
that's
you would
but
get a pedicure, though.
I would laugh at the nigga. You know what I'm
pedicure.
saying?
Is that the feet or the toes?
Yeah, I get
The
pedicure.
feet.
I've done that before.
You get
So-
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've done that before.
And that's what is that not?
That's grooming.
But
Is that on the
you
same
didn't go
level?
by yourself though.
No,
You
I
either
did
went
not.
with your mother or your
I
girl.
went with my girl at the time. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's like that's a relationship kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is it really though?
But I would do it
Yeah.
I would do it on my
Have
own.
you gone solo?
I would do
I
it on
haven't
my own.
gone solo.
I would, but I don't live that type of life yet. Like my money ain't up. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you
But it's
did
like,
have that
if I
type
did
of
have
time,
that type of
nigga,
time and shit, then yeah, I would
let's
go.
be honest.
But
If you're
I would
gonna
go.
get a pedicure, you might as
Yeah.
well get the mani done.
Yeah, I would do it if I had that type of time
I don't
though.
know, dog.
It's like,
Damn
it's
right
like
you
but I don't
would.
have that type of
Nah.
time right
You
now.
would too.
Nah.
You would too.
I don't think so. I don't think it's that deep. You
But
know
I
what's
wouldn't
crazy?
do it all the time.
You know what's crazy? Like I was looking, I had some fingernail clippers at the crib. I was looking for them shits for like 2 weeks. I just couldn't find it. And then over that time, my nails just grew so fucking long that it got to the point where they would hurt to have them that long. Cause it's like, you know, if you touch something too fast and your nail hit it first, that shit bend back a little bit.
Yeah.
That shit was happening too often. So it's like
Then just bite it off.
cause I was going to, but it's just like, you know, niggas be at work. Hands be all fucking, you know what I
Grimy
mean?
and
What
shit.
we do is like, I'm not about to put my fingers in my mouth. It's not that deep.
Well, yeah, not at
so
work.
after work, I went to the store and got some, the gas station and got some fingernail clippers. And I was literally at the gas station outside, just clipping my fingernails, pumping gas. That's how men should take care of themselves. It's on the way.
I don't know about
That's
that.
good. But see what you're saying? You said it's on the way because you don't have that type of
Exa-
time. It's
exactly.
like when you have that type of time, shit opens up differently. You start
Yeah.
looking at the world differently. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I got this big block of time. I didn't know what the fuck to do
Let
with
me
before.
go take
Let me
care
go
of myself,
nigga.
nigga.
You know what? I haven't had a massage in 3 years. As
What?
a like a perk, you know what I'm
Oh.
saying, let me go do that shit.
Yes.
So you're only like two spare hours away from getting your eyebrows done.
Not eyebrows, but nails.
Why
probably
not? You got
nails.
so much free time, dog.
I just because I think that's stupid. I don't need that. But like manicure, like your nails grow. Like making sure
Your
that all that
eyebrows
shit.
grow, Lauren.
Nah, they stay where they at.
Yeah.
I've never had to fuck with these shits once in my life. They've been the same the whole time, nigga.
yeah, nah.
And not once have I had to fuck with these shits.
Ja would not fuck with a Jamaican getting his eyebrows
Yeah,
done.
Yeah,
nah.
I'm good.
Yeah, nah, I've
Good.
never had to fuck my shits either.
Yeah,
Nah.
I'm good. All my life, nigga. 34
But I
years,
have
I'm
seen
good.
you do that the finger eyebrow shit.
That's not fucking with them though.
That's better. That's cool.
Nah, because like I got like, you know, I have hair on my eyebrows, so sometimes that shit it tickles when it's all disheveled and shit. You know what I mean? Like Lauren, he's got them little skimp ass. You couldn't even put 2 Soldier Boy slits in Lauren's eyebrows. They fucking disappeared.
There's one already in there, automatically, random.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Word.
sorry.
It's
Yeah.
like it disconnects.
Yeah, right here.
It's kind of like the opposite of a unibrow.
Yeah,
The pattern discontinues instead of
yeah.
continuing.
Instead of continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like one little going this way and the rest is that way.
Yeah,
You
nah.
got a semi-brow.
It's certain things men aren't supposed to worry about though.
sure.
Eyebrows is one of them.
One of them. That's one of them.
I mean, shit, that might be it. Eyelashes and shit. Like, I don't know what else. Like,
Yeah.
you have to worry about your toes, dog. You gotta worry about your toes every now and then. You don't clip your toes?
No, I clip my toenails, but
Yeah.
I do it. I'm not gonna go pay an Asian woman to do it by myself.
If you had the time
nah,
and the money.
It's not even a time
Okay.
or money thing.
Well, we gonna get the
And
time
it's not
and the money.
even.
We gonna get the
hold
time and the
on.
money.
To be clear, it's not even like it's a gay thing either. That
No,
doesn't.
it's not.
Because you know, a lot of the times that is the angle niggas would take. Like, oh, nigga,
But
you know,
have you
How secure are you?
and what?
Like, just that whole aspect.
Very. I'm literally telling you, it's not even like.
Have you ever done it with your girl before?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have
I've
you
done
had the
it
experience.
before, but my thing is, I'm not going by myself.
Well,
and actually,
why?
But that's my question to you. What was that experience like? Even though it was with your woman, was it like,
It was
oh,
horrible.
this shit wasn't bad? So okay, so you didn't like it. That's all it was.
Nah, it was horrible.
You
dog.
had a bad experience,
I don't. My feet aren't built for that shit.
Was it an Asian lady doing it?
Of course.
Were you
Okay.
laughing the
Just
whole
checking.
time?
Nah,
feet
nigga,
are-
I was
You ticklish,
fucking.
nigga?
You got dead feet,
I
nigga.
assaulted the lady, dog.
Oh, you was ticklish.
She brought out the
Shit.
abrasion brush,
That shit-
started
yeah.
hitting my feet with that shit. I kicked her in the jaw.
You was ticklish. That's what
It's
fucked
like,
you
nah,
up.
I'm not gonna sit there
That's what
and
fucked him
you
up.
know assault people.
Well, that's not masculine being
It ain't
ticklish.
necessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely don't need to be going by
It's
yourself.
not masculine to be ticklish.
Nah,
nah.
not on your feet bottom.
Not on your
like
feet,
that.
right?
Yeah, nah.
What's the average place to be ticklish at? Thighs, like a thigh, like
Die.
thigh area, knee area.
That's even worse.
I think inner thigh is like one of the most ticklish spots.
It has
that's
to be.
even worse. Your inner thighs ticklish.
Yeah, that's a little.
That's.
I mean, because it's thinner skin.
Armpits,
Armpit,
maybe
maybe
feet, dog.
I grew out of
Armpit,
armpits.
Armpits and feet are the most ticklish parts of your body.
Out of armpits, though. In like
neck a little bit.
high school.
Nah, you grow out of
You do
neck.
eventually. You do, yeah. But
Armpits. And
Armpits-
for some people, like the rib cage or like the side.
the side is probably more.
But
common.
nah,
The
nigga,
side's
feet
probably
are the
more
most ticklish part of your body, dog.
I agree with that. I feel like.
What are you
feet is probably
talking
the
about?
But
part
feet
where
are
you
only
most-
ticklish if somebody's trying to
It's
tickle you.
feminine
No.
to be ticklish in your thighs.
wait.
You got that
No.
much sensitivity.
Feet are only
Everybody
ticklish.
You
has
got that
that-
much sensitivity in your quads.
It doesn't. How often do your thighs get touched for your thighs to be strong still, like
your
no sensitivity?
thighs should be like a horse. That's where your power comes from. What are you talking about, ticklish?
I thought it
dog?
comes from the
There
tank.
shouldn't be nothing sensitive. That's the most.
What?
That's your most powerful muscle.
No, that doesn't
That's
mean.
where you generate a lot of force from, dog.
But it's not getting.
And yours are ticklish. That's
How
why
are
you're
your
not
thighs
athletic.
getting
Wait,
touched
the
off?
That's
foot,
why
but
you're not
the
athletic.
foot bottom being ticklish when somebody's being rough with them is weird. Like if somebody's like trying to put a feather on your foot, of course that's gonna be ticklish shit. But if somebody's doing like work to
work?
your foot, then you shouldn't feel tickled
And
by
as a
that.
man-
Nah,
As a man, you shouldn't feel tickled by that. Nigga.
Hold on, dog. Hold on, dog.
If your feet
That's
are
crazy.
tough, if your feet are tough, something as sharp as an abrasion tool is gonna tickle it.
No,
Like,
nigga.
bitch, what you thought you was gonna hurt me with that shit? This makes me laugh.
As a
Okay,
man,
What do you
whatever,
think?
nigga.
What do you think Superman does when he gets
It
hit with
makes you
bullets?
squirm, you ticklish motherfucker.
Superman giggles when he gets shot, nigga. What are you talking about? That's how tough the outer exterior is.
this nigga,
But a nigga like you, that shit probably actually
your
takes
feet-
off the dead
You
skin.
a fish out of water when
That
they rubbing
shit-
your feet.
You probably got
real
the
men.
softest,
Real men do
brittlest-
this.
Nah, that's some cuck shit. Nah, that's some cuck shit.
Damn, you working, huh? That's what real niggas do.
Nah, bro.
We
that's
look at her and
weird.
be like, really? Okay, yeah, okay.
Real niggas get
She must
sexual-
know niggas are She must know niggas got like sensitive feet and shit.
Nah,
But nah, you're not supposed to kick a woman in her face. What movie was that? A 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah.
You nigga, when he was dealing with a freak demon.
He
And,
ain't
you
know what
know,
to do.
she was sucking, his toes.
Sucking it, that's different.
Oh, that's what. Oh.
I mean,
That's different.
it's the same thing.
You flinch when a bitch suck your toes, it's like you're not a man. That's like sucking, getting your toes sucked and going ooh.
What?
Nah. When you ooh, when you get, first of all, getting your toes sucked is a little.
Whoa, no,
That's
don't,
strange.
Don't recant that statement.
That's
You're a
strange.
professional. You're a professional.
No.
You can't say
No.
that.
No.
So how are you saying that? Where's your
objectively speaking?
Where's your
objectively speaking?
How do you-
That's worse.
how do you have a
That
perspective
is
if you never
worse.
tell us about your experience,
That
my nigga?
is worse. I don't have the experience.
You're lying.
It's my opinion.
lying.
It's my opinion.
You got
He's
your
a
Am I
liar.
not? Hold on. Am I not allowed to have an opinion?
How did it happen?
Because the thing is, this is where it comes
Did she
from.
creep up on his sled?
This is where it comes from. Let me tell you the origin of the thought.
Of how it happened.
Because that is important. I've sucked a woman's toes. And when I sucked a woman's toe, she didn't go, nah. She took it like all intents and purposes, like a man. She was just like, yeah, I like that. Ooh, yeah, baby. She took it.
Yeah, B.
She took it. She took it on the chin.
Yeah,
and so
nigga.
I'm just imagining, inverse of the situation. If a man was in the same circumstances and he
Imagining.
acted
Come on,
a
dog.
little bit more feline,
Imagining.
and he acted a little bit more feline. Hold on, Lauren. Rewind the tape. I heard a lot of noise coming from that side of the room.
Imagine.
I heard a lot of noise coming from that side of the room
That's
when
what
I
I'm
said
talking
it.
What you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
When you said it just now?
Yeah, when I said it.
No,
when I said
was,
it
yeah, 'cause
originally.
I was looking at you crazy.
When
nigga.
I was like,
oh,
when-
really?
No,
Oh,
you're
oh.
really.
Yeah, that's what I
Get
did.
the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
nigga. Twinkle toes.
I didn't know that was your style. I had no
Hey,
idea.
it's not my style.
I get it. That's where you get your balance from. Now I understand why you're so shifty. It's good. You're a good basketball player, and that's why.
Yeah, you should probably try it, dog.
Maybe.
You might not get 7-0 the game.
Maybe I should.
You might be a
Maybe
toe
I
suck
should.
away from actually keeping your dignity on the
I
basketball
might-
court,
I
dog.
might
Boom,
just
there
be.
it is.
I might just be.
He proved it.
He did.
Yeah.
But nah.
Would you like to talk about that? You got smacked 7-0.
I don't care about that.
Oh,
I'm
that
glad
happened?
you don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course that
I don't
happened.
care about that.
How fast was it?
7-0, nigga. It took 7 points. How fast do you think it took me to score 7 points? Did you touch the ball that game? Be honest.
I had like one possession, I think.
One possession.
Yeah.
So it was a fast game.
Yeah, it was a fast game.
That means I missed one time.
Yeah.
But do you rub your nipples while she suck your toes? How does that work?
He
Or
was
is she
looking
just
at
rubbing
me,
your
but
toes?
I feel like that's a Lauren directed question.
Whoa, why is that a Lauren directed question?
I don't know. I feel like
Lauren
you're
likes
the oldest in here.
Lauren likes
I
you
didn't hear
have
the
the
question, it
most.
just sounds
First of all,
crazy.
Lauren, you have the widest knowledge set out of anybody in this room.
Lauren likes to
You
get
have the most
What
experience.
the fuck did he say? I didn't even hear him.
Lauren likes to get his stomach kissed. But I was asking about the toe sucking thing because we can't skip on that.
I have no idea, dog. It's like
You came from a perspective
You came
of the
from
most
like a
knowledge.
hard- like a hard perspective.
You were
Which-
about to school everybody in this room on what the formula is.
Nah,
Has anybody in
I'm glad you niggas were all ears. I'm admiring your curiosity. It's kind of like you guys want to experience this for
Has-
yourselves a little bit, right?
Lauren, you've gotten your nipples licked?
Niggas keep harping on this.
Yeah.
Just like, because she just did it, right?
She just did it,
That's why
yeah.
it was always, yeah.
Yeah.
It's never, yeah. First time that shit happened to me, I was like, what the fuck? Bitch, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It'd be like that.
That's weird,
What are
dog.
you doing, huh? Like that?
Y'all have actually had your nipples sucked.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Do that shit. Well, it's never asked. It's never like, yeah, suck my nipple. It's always like she's in the mood for nipple sucking. Never in the mood for toe sucking, though.
I've never had my toes on my nipples sucked. Y'all niggas apparently the most experienced in this room.
A woman just never just going for the nip?
Nah, well, she tried, and I was just like, no.
You swatted her?
I would like for that to not happen.
swatted her?
Like, literally. Nah, one time she asked before we even like
Husband ass
got
shit?
into some shit, she was like, yo, would you be into that shit? And I was like, nah.
Give her a stiff arm.
Yeah, but, y'all gave her open arms, apparently.
I mean,
F Mac, have you had your nipples licked?
I have.
Wow.
who am
yeah.
who am I to turn down the enjoyment of my loved one?
Okay. Well, I mean, so y'all get your nipples licked, but wouldn't get your toes sucked. That's cool.
I mean, no,
What sexuality is that?
regular, nigga. Regular straight. Straight, well done. But as far as you, not being able to get a pedicure.
Nah, realistically, no woman would suck my foot.
Yeah.
I got basketball feet.
basketball feet.
Yeah.
Shit.
So I need to go get a pedicure.
Crip walk toes.
You just 7-0 Lauren feet.
7-0 Lauren feet. Yo, I can't wait. One of these days, Lauren is gonna just like do his thing that he always talks about. He's gonna be able to do.
I'm not bad. I don't,
He's gonna do it to you,
I
man.
don't feel any way about that at all because we had our conversation while we were at the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, we cool. I know how he's going to flip for the pod, but like, we were just.
What did I flip for the podcast?
It was one of those days. It was y'all
we
was
were just
yeah.
we were just
Okay.
going back and forth. We weren't even really counting for real. Like, we said we'll play ones. I was like, let's play ones, and we did it, but we weren't really like.
I literally told him at the
We was
beginning.
just-
I was so tired. I was
yeah.
like, man,
We were just fucking.
I have no problem losing any of these games.
Yeah. But it was. But
And
I was.
Neither
but-
did he.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, at the beginning, we weren't even counting afterwards. Like, we did the first one, like, for numbers for real. After that, we were just going possession.
Lauren, you have to beat him, man.
I still think I can. He's better than me. I think so as well.
No
But
man that
beat
gets
him.
his nipples licked is beat.
I've also learned.
That's
I've
not
also,
true.
No man that gets his
No.
nipples licked
I
is
also
beat.
told him that whole time. I was trying to study his game. I really was. I was like just trying to figure out how to, like, because we don't play one-on-one often. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm trying to just watch what he does. learn
Damn,
his style,
Lauren.
shit like
I hate
that.
to hear that, man.
Why do you hate to hear that? That's how you play basketball.
Yeah, but it's just like, man, just beat this nigga, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but it's like, no, it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like
No.
you just gotta
You're
beat
getting
this
it.
nigga.
Maybe I said it the wrong way, but essentially, I legitimately told there's shit I need to work on. Let's shoot around. We doing shit. I'm trying to like work
Left
on.
hand.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on shit. Like, I'm actually just trying to work on shit. You at the court with me, then work on shit together. But if I'm there by myself, I'm still gonna work on shit. Like, I'm just working on shit. That's all. So it was one of them sessions.
It was a learning experience for Lauren.
Actually was. I did see a lot of his habits. A lot of like, we talked about like, he does like this lazy layup, like from a distance thing, but it's easier on a nigga like me. But it's like, I know which position I have to get him in to where he's more likely to miss it now, just from like watching where his spots are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but honestly, understanding that I have to body him up more as well.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, then he's going to get that step past me and get to a spot.
Damn.
And if I don't body him up
You gonna get
earlier
fouled.
on,
That's
if I
what he's
don't,
saying.
no, if I just got to actually be like a bigger body, like if I don't body him up early on and stop trying to not foul and just like be more aggressive on the defensive side, I can push him away from his spot just a touch to where he'll more like
Man, you better put
So
that.
shit
how
like
much
that,
you
I just
weigh?
been watching.
Man, you better, man, put your body on him, man.
153 or something. 154,
Come on, man.
something like that. I'm light.
Lauren, let him. You know what I learned about Lauren though? He got a long way to go.
that's the one
Good
thing.
brother got a long way to go.
That's what you learned?
Yeah.
All right. So far.
Damn
But
it,
nah,
Mark.
like be honest, Lauren. You was watching me. You was picking up on my habits. Like you understand that my understanding of the game is at a different level.
I don't think it's as far as you think, though.
It's at a different level, dog.
I don't think it's as far as you
It's
think.
at a different level. Like the way I was picking you apart with just jabs, just straight getting to the basket.
Oh, it was
like
just straight jab work?
That's just like, I wasn't like doing a bunch of crazy. I'm just like, The way I was timing up, the way I was blowing past you, like that's slowing down the game.
No, that's not even correct.
Slowing down the game.
That's
to
not
like,
correct, bro. That's
to
not correct.
Like, I'm damn near playing on the moon.
That's not correct. That's not even correct. Because
Anti-gravity.
We started this conversation by understanding that niggas were not playing to defend. I was playing to watch. I'm watching what he does. Literally, you're having the
Lauren,
most fun.
The decisions that I'm making.
I'm watching your decisions on purpose.
Are you seeing the decisions that I'm making though?
Yes, that's what I'm doing that for. Nigga, I said that. You still don't comprehend.
That's
I said
a fundamentally different understanding
as a basketball
of the
mind of
game.
myself, my own, I'm literally letting you do what you want to do so I can watch what's happening, so I can learn your ways. I'm literally doing that on purpose.
The nigga lost with purpose, Tony.
Shut up.
Fuck is you talking about?
We weren't playing to win. Like, that wasn't it. The whole time I told him, like, beforehand, I'm like, yeah, nah, literally I'm just trying to watch what you do. So like, as he's doing this shit, he's blowing by me feeling good, but I'm like, I'm literally just doing, I'm letting
feel like
you watch.
I don't get enough credit for being good at basketball.
I give you credit, but in that
Hold
moment,
on, let me be vulnerable. Let me be honest. I go to these fucking open gyms, these black tops. I bust niggas ass. Not all the time. I'm not saying I play phenomenally all the time. There's sometimes when niggas tired, a little too much grab in the joint beforehand. That's on me. I don't blame y'all for that. That's just my preparation. But at the end of the day, the way I play the game is like, it's just more calculated than you guys.
Bro, there's
and I
literally-
feel like we get into a lot of arguments.
Just
and
wait,
a lot of
you
disputes.
say you guys,
hold on,
just focus
hold
on him though.
Oh, I'm
Just
talking
focus on
to
him.
I'ma wait till he-
everybody
let
who
him go.
has 2 ears in this room.
Let him
Nah,
go.
just
Let
focus
him
on
go.
him now.
Let him go.
No, I'm talking to everybody who has 2 ears
let
in
him
this
go.
room.
No.
I feel like there are certain points
You've been
where
702, nigga.
you niggas get in a little bit too in over your heads. And you don't understand the true hierarchy and the understanding of the game. To where you niggas, not all of y'all, Lauren, you're a little, you try to be maniacal in your approach, but a lot of y'all niggas are freestyling. It's not purposeful. It's not like you're reacting to what is happening right here. You niggas are just doing shit.
That's happened before. I've done what you've done to Lauren. That's happened before.
No, you
You know that.
You've done.
We've never played one-on-one.
You've done what to Lauren?
I've 7-0'd you before. I've done that to you. I've did it to you.
How many times have you done that?
It doesn't matter. It's happened.
How many times do you think you've done it?
But it's happened in a calculated fashion.
We played it. How many times have I done it to you?
A
What
lot,
is the
but
ratio?
But when you say
Hold
you
on.
guys,
but
when you say you
tell
guys,
the full picture.
but
What is the ratio?
it's you've won a lot. You've won a lot.
Yeah, and you're better than Lauren at basketball. That's been established.
No, it's not. Tell
established.
Tell the full story though, because you say all this shit about us just out there hooping and shit. Like, you're acting like I wasn't calculated in what I was doing when I'm offensive as well.
You were
like
calculated.
when I wasn't calculated, when I wasn't driving by you and getting this layup, when I wasn't making this turnaround jumper on you, when I wasn't pulling up in your face with a step back fadeaway, knocking it down 3-4 possessions in a row, and then like going back to miss like. These shit happen as well.
Lauren, if y'all
but what
could
I'm
see his
saying,
face.
but you talking like
Lauren,
the way he's
Give
talking,
him his credit.
the way he's talking,
He's a hypocrite.
Lauren,
He's saying that y'all don't. We don't give him the credit, but you also feel that he doesn't give.
I don't care about the
credit.
I don't care about the credit.
opponent.
I don't care about the credit. I care about the honesty in our conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a moment we were having on the court that was not what he's trying to make it. It's not what he's making it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm legitimately.
You, Lauren.
I'm not talking about that.
Truthful. What
I'm
are
not
you
talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm
First of
talking
all,
about
this all
the
came.
concept.
This
of,
all came out of you talking shit. I was
do you
like,
mean?
okay, buddy, you want to talk shit? I'm gonna talk shit back.
when?
You know what?
Today?
You know when.
Nah, I don't.
You know when.
I don't.
15,
You
20 minutes ago.
You brought up the 7-0. You hurt. You peeled his wound, man.
What are you talking
You
about?
peeled his scab.
Nah, that's not what I'm talking about. Regardless, though,
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you brought up the 7-0.
No, he did. But I'm like, he was just talking shit because of something else I said. I don't know. I'm just saying, the whole time we were doing that, I told him, like, I've never really gotten a chance to, like, in a minute, just to sit and watch what he does. Like, I don't really know his spots. So I'm just trying to
Okay.
watch his spots. Like, I'm literally backing off. I'm letting him go certain places. Then I'm like, after like 6 possessions, I'm like, all right, let me body him up, see what happens. He missed the shot. I'm like, okay, that was a good play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I see this happen, and I'm like, okay, let me try this time, see what happens. Okay, that's a good play.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wait, he does this jab step, this move right here, and then he's going to do he does the spin every now and then, but then he's going to do the snatch back pull up. Right. And then I'm like, okay, even one time he did the snatchback pull up like twice. And then I was like, right before he could even do it, I was like, the next move it should probably be like a snatchback hezzy and then drive. And he was like, well, damn, I was going to do it until you said it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm literally watching what's happening and just watching what he does. Because when we're playing a game, I'm just so consistently trying to just win with my teammate. It's like I'm not slowing it down enough to watch what this nigga's doing. So now that we're here on the court alone, let me just watch what he's doing because he's a good player. And I just want to observe. So that's what I was doing.
Wait, what'd you say?
He's a good player.
That's all I wanted.
I've been said that about you, but I just wanted. I still don't think.
That's all I needed.
I still know I can beat him. It's just like, is it gonna happen all the time? Nah, probably not. But can I? Yeah, for sure, for certain.
It's like, if I'm being honest, every dog has its day. You know what I mean? So this streak of just utter dominance, it can only last for so long. Lauren is gonna have his game, and that moment is gonna be a big one. Yeah, and then we're gonna realize that, you know, in the grand scheme of things,
it's not a streak.
This is a penny and a wish fountain.
It's not like a streak because it's
There's
not like we play every week and we play one-on-one. Like, it's not that.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
we
not
play
gonna
one-on-one
stand out. We won't even see it again once it's in the water.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yo,
It'll
Lauren,
just float into oblivion.
But I really can't believe that you still think this nigga plays better basketball than me. That's insane.
Huh?
I can't believe you still think he plays better basketball than me. That's insane.
I think it's
I think definitely do. I definitely do.
I think it's fair to say.
I
think it's fair to say now.
I hoop better, man.
Just because, on like, just
And I don't
my
even
perspective
try.
on the surface, it's y'all are both easy to beat. You are easier. And so that just, you know, doesn't that scientifically make him better at basketball?
I'm not easy to beat, man. You be getting tired, dog. That's your weakness, your lungs. You just got to play him for just long enough. You know what I mean? That's a tip, Lauren.
Yeah, but do you understand?
Well, that's my current
do you
weakness.
understand what you're saying?
My stamina is my weakness right now as well, so that ain't gonna
You're
work.
saying what I've always said is that I need to get back in shape.
But
then it's never gonna be a question again. That's the only.
I don't
be
think
honest,
that's gonna work.
The only way you beat me is because nigga get tired. Like it just comes. It boils down to niggas get tired and it's like, all right, fuck it. You won the game, nigga.
I mean,
you can't beat me when I'm
when
I'm running full speed. Nigga.
Oh, I can't beat.
Nigga,
So
when I'm
you're
a well-oiled machine, you can't beat me.
Well, thanks for doing me a favor. Are you gonna stop doing me a favor?
You can't use
I want to
that.
play you
like
at
to
your
see
full
my
force.
homies at
I
their
want to
best.
play
You
you at
can't
your
use
full
that though. You
force.
can't use that though.
Yeah, he can't.
He
but
can't because I
fine.
use that and y'all don't let me use that, so you can't use that. Same shit.
Well, because even when you at maximum, you know, in
Nah.
shapeness, you still.
You've never seen me at
You're
maximum
not gonna beat
shapeness.
me.
You haven't seen me in that. So what do you mean?
He's gonna have a hard time.
You've never seen me in maximum shape. I've been tired. I've been the most tired on the nigga court on a nigga every time we play. Second to AJ.
Nah, AJ's there. You're
That's
not
what I'm
the
saying.
most tired
That's why I
nigga.
said second to AJ.
Yeah.
I've always been the next most tired nigga anytime we play.
But yeah, you know, regardless though,
Yeah.
sports.
Every time we hoop, just know it's a conversation coming. Niggas gonna talk shit. Niggas gonna bring it up. You know, emotions are gonna get stirred.
Yep.
The truth is gonna get, settled.
The truth will
Damn.
be
I
unveiled.
wish niggas had time to hoop today.
Egos will be enlarged, minimized,
Yeah.
diminished.
Yeah.
But
We
we've been rocking with this pre-show.
119.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pause.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the bathroom, and we're gonna come back, and then there's gonna be more amazing things for you niggas to listen to.
Yes. Gonna down this Celsius too. But yeah, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Ow.
I don't know if that was much better, but welcome back, America, because we're back once again, time and time again. This is LOI the show. Now I'm your host on Groove.
Yep. Hey, wait, put your mic on, bro.
My mic wasn't on?
Yeah, run that back.
Oh, damn. All right.
So you kind of got lucky. They didn't hear that. They didn't hear that weak ass
Oh,
clap.
but that's why it was weak.
No,
That's
that
why.
wasn't why it was.
Come
weak.
on, man.
Don't even make sense.
3, 2, 1.
America. Yes.
Yes.
Here we are.
Yes.
Back again, once again, time and time again. This is LOI the show. I'm your host on Groove.
Jay Nobles, white man behind the boards.
Yep.
F Mac right beside him.
That's me.
Yes, that's him. We are us. We are back. Like the video, share, subscribe. Do what y'all do best.
Everything important.
Everything important.
Drop those 𝛬𝚗.
Please.
We're going to say it. Matter of fact, everybody just 𝛬𝚗. We got to hypnotize these niggas.
Yeah. 𝛬𝚗.
That's how you know it's working.
Exactly.
You don't even know what I said no more. It's in your subconscious.
Exactly. But for real though, partner at the end of the show, we get to talk to y'all, answer some of y'all questions, embarrass ourselves, argue. Do whatever we do what we do best. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. I think I said everything. So, Yeezy. You know what I mean? Let's get this nigga out the way, you know what I'm saying? He's been on a tweeting spur.
Yeah.
He's been wreaking havoc.
You've been on a retweeting spur.
Yeah.
I've been peeping. I'm like, yo, he agree with everything Yeezy said.
Nah, so the first tweet I saw, I literally just reposted on our IG. And niggas was laughing at that shit. It was like,
by the way, he ain't asking my permission. That was half of LOI condoning whatever the fuck that message was.
I thought it was hilarious. I was like, yo, this nigga's crazy. But I'm not gonna repeat it. It was on some, 1930s Germany was the best type of vibe. You know what I mean? It was on that wave.
I feel like he just sat down and was like, what's the craziest shit I can say?
Yeah.
And let me put it out there. A lot of comedians take that approach, but normally there's like a craft behind it. They try to make it make sense. He's just saying things.
Not really though, because I feel like all of this is with a purpose. Like he was talking about how, he even posted a swastika shirt and he was like, yo, this is like, I've always wanted to do this. This is like one of my best art pieces. I hope everybody loves it. And he dropped it on his Twitter. The screenshot might be in there, but it's just a swastika, a white t-shirt with a black swastika. You know what I'm saying? And everything he's tweeting is really, his whole thing is like, why can I say all of this about niggas, but when I say this about Jewish people or other people, not even other people, mainly Jewish, that's his whole thing. Like, what's up with these Jewish people? They're kind of weird. But like, what's all the outcry with this and not with this? And I understand where he's coming from in that aspect, but I just don't like the way he's trying to get there all the time. But I do believe in a weird way it's like a strange art piece. And he's very calculated. He's very calculated. He's not just some crazy dude. Because
explain it,
please.
He dropped an interview, the download. I watched that shit. It was about 30 minutes.
Justin LaBoy.
Justin LA boy.
Justin LaBoy. We could talk about him for like 2 minutes.
2 seconds.
Yeah, he's just like he's just whatever.
You know what I don't like? What bothers me about him is that he is what's that bird? A parrot?
Yeah.
He's a parrot for whatever
Parakeet.
is going on in the room.
Yeah.
Like if it's women that are like, yo, these niggas ain't shit. He's like, yeah, nah, we suck.
Yeah.
If Kanye's in the room that is like, yo, when I say Hitler was the best Nazi ever, that makes me a genius.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And he doesn't even try to think about it. Like, like he's just like, yo, yay, like you the guy, yo. Like for real.
You know what I mean?
And that's literally him. He's just like, yo, yeah, you insane, man. But I feel you though. Yeah. And if you watch the download interview, that's literally all that was happening. But there's a part near it where he's like, yeah, I was talking to my ex-wife Kim, a couple years ago, and she was like, sweetie, you're crazy, but you're not that crazy. You're more on the autistic side.
That was Kim? I thought it was Bianca that was saying that.
Nah, that was Kim.
Oh, okay.
So Kim was like, I mean, you're not that crazy, but you're kind of crazy. But I think you're on the autistic side.
Which
and so
is interesting because,
he's in.
When Kanye came out as bipolar, at that time, niggas would have accepted any answer for the shenanigans that were going on because we just see a nigga that we used to tout as like, okay, he's extremely talented, he's a trailblazer, but he's doing some wonky shit. And so we had no explanation. Is it drugs? Is it mental health? And so when you say bipolar, it's like that's just an immediate remedy.
It was like,
exactly.
Okay, thank God.
Okay,
I can still listen to Graduation.
Exactly.
But he never was really bipolar.
Have you ever experienced somebody personally around you that's been bipolar?
Yes.
Because I
Like actually clinically diagnosed with bipolar.
My aunt just got diagnosed and she's bipolar, but it's not. She's kind of normal.
There's different levels of it, though.
It is different levels.
There's different levels, and like the more I'm thinking about it now, there are shades of like, okay, that could be bipolar, but the way he explained his side of the spectrum kind of made perfect sense because it's like his brain can't conceive of can't.
Yeah.
And especially when it's not coming from his own brain. Like
exactly.
If Lauren going up to him and saying that Kanye can't be Groove in a one-on-one basketball thing, he would go on a whole campaign against that shit just in spite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like he's on the spiteful side of the spectrum.
He would drop his shirt.
Literally.
Yeah.
With my worst highlights.
Exactly.
With Lauren hitting a jump shot over me to really hurt my heart.
Yeah. Have Lauren take down his nemesis.
And a fake scoreboard in the background. It should say 7-0.
But not literally. And especially from people that he doesn't deem as worthy.
Yeah.
You know, and
if you're not Walt Disney, if you're not Hitler, he's probably not taking your advice.
Yeah, nah. Or
Jay-Z probably had that respect at a certain point.
At a point.
But at this point.
When he was still his big brother.
Yeah, but it's no longer Big Brother now.
No longer Big Brother.
They're not even Siamese twins.
Nah, not at all.
There's a couple cases that could be made that says that, you know, in some demographics, he's up on Jay-Z.
Yeah, nah. Everybody that could help him is dead. Michelangelo.
Or racist.
But that's why Justin LeBoy is so perfect for him. Because Kanye, he's the only one who says you can. It's never you can't.
He's not the only one.
He's not the only one. Kanye,
it's only him and
Bianca.
him as a bitch. That's it. Him and his bitch. That's it.
Bianca has learned English and she hasn't learned with no means.
That's what I'm saying. It's only two people.
Bianca, she's like she's just a puppy dog.
That's
like she's a good lap dog. You know what I mean? No disrespect. You know what I mean? That's at least the way
Somebody's wife.
He presents her. Which I don't think nothing is wrong with that necessarily. If she's happy, you know what I'm saying? That might be a fetish for her.
You know what's crazy?
Kanye, what?
Like, she was literally just butt ass naked, dog.
Yes.
She had on a sheet of clothing.
Yeah.
And that was okay. Like, back in the day, there was such thing as an obscenity charge, dog. Mm-hmm. Like, that was a real thing. Like, you would get you would go to jail over being an obscene public disturbance. Like fucking
It's Hollywood, it's fashion.
Yo, Lenny Bruce. He was a legendary stand-up comedian from back in the day. He went on stage and said schmuck, which is like Russian or Slovenian for dickhead or something like that.
Yeah.
And he went to jail for that shit.
In Russia?
In America. Because it was obscene.
Yeah. Times changed, and even it's kind of been this way for a little bit. You know what I mean? I remember this one picture of Lil' Kim. She was on whatever runway. She was damn near half naked. You know what I'm saying?
There's always going to be those moments, but Shorty was not half naked. She was full on naked.
But
I saw her ovaries.
And with all women, there's been a flurry of women throughout the years that have dressed like that, where you can see everything, the C-section scars
For sure.
to the back of the monkey.
This is the wildest. Or this is the most exhibitionist.
Yes.
That we've ever witnessed.
What's the first blanket you put on the shower head, like the clear one?
Liner.
The liner.
The liner, yeah.
She's wearing a shower liner, but she looked kind of cool. I thought it was cool. It's not my bitch.
What do you mean you thought it was cool?
Yeah, is it just because of like you like her body, or is it that's why, right?
I thought
Can
everything.
you be fly when you're naked?
You gotta have like some J's on or something. She gotta like be rocking the newest J's.
You need to be well endowed, and she's well endowed. It might not be my version of well endowed as far as like big titty, skinny body, and everything else, skinny and frail. It's still, you need to be blessed by the gods.
But it was weird, like they was treating that shit like the emperor's new clothes.
No, he was too, Kanye. But yeah,
nah. And isn't that like Kanye, just as a friend? Isn't that a lot of maturity to ask from your homies? Like, you gonna bring your girl around us wearing a shower lining and expect us to just like have to acquiesce to this new thing that's going on now? There's this elephant in the room that we can't address. Like, your girl's titties are literally out, dog.
I don't think he worries about that, and I feel like
which is the problem.
And part of me feel like he's waiting for that. Like, he kind of loves that, you know. He's an exhibitionist, but with his wife. You know what I mean? And it's like that's Kanye's thing. He gets a bitch and kind of tethers himself to her, and they're connected. You know what I mean?
He's a clothing cuck.
I wouldn't say I don't even know if he's above a cuck.
He likes to have something and likes to know that the world wants it. So he feels like he has to
also
show it in
fun
a way.
fact, and yes, he also tweeted that it was more Bianca's name tied with the Grammys was like the most viewed name was the most searched name, which was dope. You know what I mean? That's for a couple hours.
For a reason. You know what I mean? It's just like it's up on you to determine if that's worthy, but
But it is weird to
it would
do
be
that
weird
and have
if
friends
she
around and
it'd be
shit,
weird
bro.
if she was butt naked and didn't go viral.
Yeah. If that was the norm.
You know how much that would have hurt his feelings? And
how much?
And the thing that's weird about it is that with a guy like this, it doesn't end here. It's not just I like to expose my wife. He probably shits with the bathroom door open.
Yeah.
Like there's a trail of different behavioral things that can happen that just makes him not a pleasant nigga to be around, dog.
I mean,
when you're this vulnerable, I can't be around you, dog. You're not a good human. To be a good human, you got to be able to lie. You got to be able to act.
You can't call a black autistic billionaire like a bad human. You wouldn't call a regular autistic person a bad human.
That autistic thing isn't on paper yet.
Nah, that is. He said it.
It's not on
like,
paper.
I've actually been diagnosed as I'm autistic.
I want to see the paper.
So talking about an autistic person, he kind of made himself invincible when he said that.
Is she autistic too?
For doing what she's doing?
Yeah, what's her quirk? What allows this to happen on her behalf?
She's a listener, a really good one.
Yeah. But, I mean, Kim Kardashian, I mean, she's whatever. She wasn't really a puppy dog. She was
what's great?
like
I think we're going to find out.
Big ass Doberman.
I think we're going to find out in 5 years that this was all her idea and that Kanye was secretly like, he's autistic and he's got that thing to where it's like, all she has to do is prop it. She has to propose it in the right way. As long as she makes it seem like, yo, you can't tell me that I can't go to the red carpet butt naked. And his autistic brain, he's like, oh, shit, she got to go now. I had to be cool with it. And then we're going to find out that this whole time the nigga was suffering.
Nah, man.
He's been the victim the whole time.
He going to have a hit record about that shit.
This nigga going.
It's going to be on his new album.
Another 808s and Heartbreak would be crazy. That would be phenomenal.
Shift
But
the whole landscape.
I don't think that, man. I think Kanye, he's just.
What sparked all these tweets?
This might be this. What's the difference between? And I feel like we dubbed this question before. And we're gonna get into the tweets. You mind just pulling them up? But what is the difference between what Kanye's doing and what Ice-T is doing with Coco, or what he did with Coco? Like, it's all the same thing. It's all to get views. It's all to, just get your name out there. Just get the public eyes on you.
Yeah, you exploring your girl for attention. But when you're a nigga as talented as Kanye, you would hope that at that level you don't have to resort to shit like that. That's kind of like a last ditch effort. You know what I mean? Nobody born into wealth and was like a millionaire off rip started pimping. Pimping is an art. It's kind of like stand-up. It's like it attracts a certain type of person in a certain circumstance.
Yeah.
Nobody well off. And if you want to talk about human trafficking just as a global enterprise, that's different. Of course there's some elites.
Yeah.
And some well-off people that are, selling children. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But in terms of just the bare bones of what we're talking about, no silver spoon brat starts pimping.
Yeah, not in the traditional way.
Not in the traditional sense.
Now
there are a lot some white boy Rickies.
Yeah.
Who, start selling kilos.
Some Malibu Most Wanted.
Even though they got bricks of gold in their room that they're playing with. They use bricks of gold like Legos.
Yeah, yeah.
They just want to, some Jell-O balls.
Exactly.
Some Jell-O balls.
Yeah.
But even then, that's not that far off. He didn't go from, I'm well off in the suburbs, so I'm selling drugs and pussy. Like, he just started a rap career and a new family.
Well, stealing in China is about, that's a deep dive.
A little petty,
that's a deep dive.
That's
stealing in China,
that's
nigga.
kid shit, though. Even for rich ones. That's low level. Just you're learning how to be a good person still.
I don't know, man. It's still, and he didn't even take it to the chin. If you remember, he was like, "Hey, my teammates, all the teammates that didn't get caught was doing it too." But I don't know. That's not kid shit, nigga. That nigga was
that's kid shit, dog.
Stealing in other countries.
Just stealing in general.
Just stealing in general.
Well, first of all, let's be honest. He wasn't a child.
No, at that level, like who he is, what he was doing to be even doing that. That's childish.
18
So
years
we're
old?
giving him some grace.
No,
We're talking about an 18-year-old dog.
that's kid shit.
Talking about an 18-year-old. Don't act like you don't steal to this day.
Stealing. Wait. First of all, my father's not. No, I don't. But my father wasn't fucking a bald-headed, angry nigga that wanted me to do good in life. You get what I'm saying? Like I didn't come from like a big ass house with multiple stairs, 2 stairs that connect to a middle part.
You gotta understand.
Him coming from that, for him to steal that's like, it's petty as fuck.
Nah, it's not that simple.
And if I remember right, what happened? He saw his homie stealing. It was like, I want some of that too.
Kid shit.
The kid shit, dog, is just like you doing what your homies
Nigga
is doing,
18,
man. That's
man.
like the most childhood mistake that we've all made. Niggas just in the mix is like, oh, this is what we doing? All right, cool. It's that ant colony consciousness. You know what I mean?
Stupid.
You just kind of, you don't know who you are. So you're trying to discover what that is through what everybody else is doing.
Fair enough.
What do you
fair
think
enough.
made you wear this corduroy jacket, nigga?
Fair enough. Because it's nice, man. It's kind of fly. It's kind of fly. It's
Hanging
nice.
around all those retirement homes growing
Somebody
up.
talked you
That's
into it. That's it.
Nobody talked me into it, man. I woke up. I was like, man, that's how I'm feeling. I'm
probably
feeling
read a
great.
Ye tweet and was like, I want to be like that guy.
What? Ye wanted to be like me?
Nah, that's what you said.
Who?
You say you want to be like, yeah, but you got a swastika on
That's what
the
we
inside
doing?
of that shit?
That's what we doing.
You got some embroidery? No, I'm asking. Lauren made it seem like you on.
That's what we doing, huh?
Lauren made it seem like
I
you
like
living
that.
the life of Pablo, nigga.
Fuck y'all niggas. Fucking let's read some of these tweets though. If we're
Shit.
You can read them because I feel like you had the best accent.
Can you see him? Can you see him from there?
yeah, okay. I'm never apologizing for my Jewish comments. I can say whatever the F I want. I want to say forever, where's my effing apology for freezing my accounts? Suck my D. How's that for an apology?
So does he? Do you think that he extends this freedom of speech license to other people? Like, is he allowed, or is somebody allowed to tweet some hateful shit about his daughter? Oh, look at that. She's stupid. Only reason she's important is because y'all are famous. She's actually slow. Are people allowed to say mean things about his daughter and not apologize for them?
I mean, yeah, you could probably do it right now.
I don't feel mean things about his daughter.
But that's what I'm saying. It's that already
I'm just saying,
happens.
does it go both ways though?
Knowing Kanye,
Because I
probably
feel like
not.
Kanye is the first person to complain about injustice happening on his behalf. You know what I mean? If somebody says something crazy to him, if somebody doesn't give him an award that he feels like he deserves,
Yeah.
he's gonna go off on that limb. But are they also not allowed on the other side of the spectrum to feel how they feel and not have to apologize for that shit?
Well, he's also tried to protect his daughter. That was the whole thing. I forgot what video. It might have been the Kim K show, but he was talking about like, yo, I don't want my daughter to have a TikTok or none of that social media stuff. Like, I want her to be far away from that.
Yeah.
And Kim did not, adhere to those obligations. And like, now we see her like on IG. That was the whole point. Mm-hmm. That's the whole reason she's even known for real. Because Kim K didn't follow the rules.
Well, it's because she's their child.
And so to your question, I mean, yes, he's probably okay with it in the sense that, like, man, people going to do what they want, but he's still going to try to protect his daughter.
So the only way to combat Kanye is to just double down on the mean. Like, you got to go lower than he's going. And then in his autistic brain, that's going to force him to take the high ground.
Is he being mean though?
With this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that, yeah.
I'm never apologizing for my Jewish comments. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say forever. Where's my fucking apology for freezing my accounts? So that's not the meanest, but...
Oh, this is a good one. Fat bitches on the runway. Nobody want to see that shit. It's unhealthy. it promotes obesity, and the wild shit is if the fat bitches lose weight, then they lose their accept for Adele, because she actually has another talent than being used as a pawn for political agendas. Okay.
Yeah, he
so
started off by saying, fuck all that
Adele
bullshit.
was the leader of fat bitches.
You would think Kanye being a recovered fat person, he would have a little bit more sympathy. Especially because he took the easy way out.
Was he fat or more burlesque?
Fat.
Burlesque.
He was fat. Same thing. Fat for dudes. Dudes can get away with being fat for a little bit longer. The limbs are longer.
Yeah.
So we can hide it. Like dudes can go through a longer skinny fat stage than women.
And it also depends on what's getting you fat. He was popping rich nigga pills. He wasn't just stuffing his face. Yeah. He had some etiquette.
Yeah, he had some.
Well, it was that loose skin had some etiquette to it. Any nigga come in my face and ask me about that puff shit, I'm stealing off on them immediately. I don't give a fuck. If you 8 feet tall, I'ma jump and steal off on you. No more niggas telling me what color hat to wear. If you ask me on the phone, I'm hanging up immediately and never speaking to you again. If you DM me, I'm blocking you. You niggas is controlled and broke. All you Kamala dick riding F words. Y'all got everything to say about my opinions when you just doing what niggas make you do for money.
F word.
F word don't mean gay either. It means F word like it always meant. You effing, you fucking
R word.
R word. Jesus. It's so many, like, I'm trying to
superlatives.
like what is we gonna get flat for? But
yeah, all of it.
Yeah. So and by the way, if we didn't already state that, if you go to Yeezy website, can you actually type that in? Yeezy Supply website. He has a Sean John collab, and he's giving half of the proceeds to Justin Combs, his son, because Diddy's not allowed to accept money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
why is he just giving it to Justin though? He got a bunch of kids. He got 2 twins. He got some light skinned kids.
Justin, I
He
guess,
got Albie Shore's son.
who looks the most like Diddy?
Yeah.
You
Who's
know
really
what I mean?
the namesake? So this nigga is selling Sean John. Are they gonna put it on Diddy's books?
Yeah, I mean, he's giving it to Justin. Like, it's just more bread for, Diddy to get
That's a wild thing
more
to do at
cinnamon
this
buns.
point in time, though, right?
Sean
Like,
John shirts.
For what Diddy is being alleged of doing, for this to be the time for you to be like, yo, let's bring back Sean John merch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird time for that.
You know what I mean?
But he may be.
That's like selling the glittery.
And-
that's like selling glitter gloves.
Maybe he was
when
at the-
Michael Jackson was on trial for touching kids.
Maybe he was at the party, and maybe the party was consensual that he was at, and he was like, "Nah, they doing my nigga wrong."
And his whole point is that, like, they're trying to railroad him, pause. But, like, they're trying to, just sick women on him. Like, man, these bitches lying and shit. I think that was another one of his tweets. Like, man, all those women lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the era. Y'all being bullies. Stop bullying him. I'm Kanye.
Do you think that this is just all a master plan?
To drop these shirts?
Just to keep attention, because I don't know. I feel like Kanye is past the point where he would be able to wow us with his actual like philosophy, or just in terms of, how back in the day, Kanye was that voice of reason to a certain extent, to where like he could say what everybody was feeling. It's almost like he had that touch on the pulse of the culture. Like the George Bush doesn't care about black people.
So, I
thing.
feel like he has like 3 moments.
Yeah, that was just one moment.
Well, it was probably like,
That's how we felt about him because of those moments, though.
even in a lot of the music, like
Yeah,
what he
yeah,
spoke to
yeah, it's
about
true.
being like the frustration about being
true.
a young adult in life
It's all
and
true.
trying
Yeah.
to figure this shit out.
That's true.
Like going to college, dropping out, having a fucked up ass job,
Yeah.
true.
trying to
True.
do what your parents did, but when they were 16,
It just-
while you're 21.
It's just
Yeah.
like there's so much more of the after that now, where it's like it takes away from what was before.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm
Like I
saying?
feel like he gone is the time where where he had his finger on whatever that was,
Right.
where he could actually be relatable to the common man.
Nah, that's
and
a
so
fact.
the only way for him to really garner the attention he does is to be is to just say some foul shit that borders on it's like you can say that and not go to jail, but it's just like there's gonna be a time where he even loses the touch that he has now, because he says a bunch of wild shit. and he gets hate for it, but then there's also people who feel what he's saying to a certain degree, or they pick through the cow patty to find the pieces of corn that's left over that could be nutrients. But shit, there's gonna be a certain point where it's just so much shit, nobody's gonna find nothing in it anymore. And then what happens then? We just gonna ignore him?
I mean, if it comes to that point, like, yeah, we'll just ignore Kanye, but his stock is him being him. Like, that's the thing about Kanye. He's like, and he's really just proven his power. Like, and like we said before, he has that autistic quirk. You know, don't tell me I can't do anything. I will do it. And the reason y'all can't do it, but might want to, is because y'all don't have the power. Y'all don't have the means.
Do you think Kanye should have that power?
No one man.
It's stronger, nigga. Like, I mean, should he have it?
Like, out of all in the human race, out of all the candidates to have the power to say whatever and have it reach as far as possible, we're going to let Kanye.
Well, he shouldn't have real power.
And that's what's fucked up about, you know, just where we are, nigga. Yeah. These niggas, like back in the day, to be famous, you had to be smart. There was there was a point in time where like a NASA astronaut was Kanye West. He was the nigga with that level of fame. He was on cereal boxes and shit. Like, that's who kids kind of looked up to. Yeah. But nowadays, it's just a bunch of, you know, talented people who aren't necessarily the smartest motherfuckers, but, you know, they can either sing good or dance well. Fucking, they act nice. It's something. And then we listen to them for what they think about the whole fucking universe.
Yeah. Compared to just whatever their art form
like who is an academic that has as much outreach as a Kanye West?
Dr. Umar.
As a Kanye West. That's what I'm saying.
None.
That person probably doesn't exist. And they usually get it when they're dead. Like, was Albert Einstein that nigga when he was alive? And I don't think he was rolling through pussy. I think Albert Einstein was getting wallpapers and fucking posters made at Target.
I think he was
posthumously. He was cheating on his wife with those fat, cute bitches Lauren be talking about. For sure. Albert Einstein.
And why is that? Because in his day, those nerd niggas were getting pussy. They were the superstars. They were the famous people. You know, athletes, of course, had their place. Yeah, there's always room for the athletes.
It was the innovators. It was the one who created a new thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Push the life forward.
It was the Iron Man was a real person. He just didn't.
I agree with what you're saying, but there's always been false idols. It's always been false idols.
Yeah,
Houdini was the most popular. A magician was the most popular nigga in the early 1900s. A fucking magician.
And who was the most popular nigga in the 1800s? Da Vinci.
Benjamin Franklin.
Da Vinci. That's what I'm saying, dog. It's all about the people who actually put time in.
That's not true, man.
Time into the written word.
Harriet Tubman was the most famous person in the 1800s.
Into the factual forces of the universe.
Nigga. I don't even think I can answer that. Yes.
It's like Dave Chappelle's.
That's not true, though, because it depends on the type of outreach you're talking about. Like, yes, he has outreach, but he might not have the pull. Like, he's not convincing anybody to, like, say, like, Jewish hate stuff. Like, the bots were already doing that. Farrakhan, on the other hand, has that actual outreach. Well, a little bit less than Kanye, but maybe Farrakhan is that nigga,
but
though.
Probably can move a group of people.
But he can actually pick up a pawn and actually move it.
Kanye can too. I think you're underestimating the value of celebrity, especially on the youth. Like, a lot of the times with young kids, once their parents stop raising them, like that 13, 12 age, and like the friend group that has a lot more impact on how they feel, and the motherfuckers that they look up to, they start to think in the pattern of the people that they worship.
But the thing is, Kanye is not being looked up to by the youth now. It's these streamer kids, and these streamers are not respecting Kanye in a certain way. So it's like, if 𝙬𝔦𝔐𝔦𝔑 don't respect Kanye, then these little kids don't respect Kanye.
Of course not, but Kanye still has pull with younger people.
Nah,
all famous people have pull with younger people.
Yes, but
it's not
like
the
when
same,
you were 16 years old, the people that you were fucking with weren't all 16. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Like a lot of the times you was fucking with grown adults who were doing artistic things in movies, in music, in comedy. You weren't looking up to 17-year-old stand-up comedians.
But also when we were 16, we had a completely different version of Kanye. That was the life of Pablo Kanye.
Who was still like 18, 20 years older than us.
Yeah, but he also was a lot more normal. He was a lot more relatable. Yeah. So the Kanye now, he's not a relatable person to a 16-year-old. Okay. Like he might be in a trolling aspect, but
I'm telling you, there are people.
This might have been.
There are young people who believe in Kanye still. Who think he's an artistic genius. Who will watch a Kanye West motivational video on YouTube right before a game.
If he dropped
just
Genius,
to feel better about themselves.
Hold on. If he dropped Genius 2, we're all watching it.
I think this proves your point, actually.
I don't even think it's him dropping it. But what?
This is, he just tweeted this just now, showing you guys the 2 highest selling items yesterday or whatever. So
what are the 2 highest selling items?
These are total sales since this time. These 2 right here, I believe.
The shoes?
The shoe and, this.
What were those, dress shoes to go back down?
I'm going to get those white pairs. It's just kind of...
I'm surprised you don't have them already.
Net sales, 27,000.
Take 8 years to get here.
18,000.
And what point does this prove again?
The point that he still has influence and people still believe he's an artistic genius.
Yeah. Kanye is still a commodity to a lot of different demographics.
Of course.
Including the impressionable ones. And that's just the youth. A lot of like people who are actual mature adults don't do a lot of their own thinking. They give that responsibility to like the media and the content that they watch and consume.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways. Even the 33-year-old dude that fucks with Kanye and is a free speech enthusiast and thinks that he's like on the cutting edge of fighting for this right and keeping it alive. Yeah. There's a nigga who's like, he's not sitting around just like, okay, I'm gonna write that down. That's a good thought. Well, that's a great thought. He's just waiting for Kanye to tweet.
Well, personally,
and then he goes to work with that shit.
Okay, well, you're describing the extreme. Everybody that I've personally, talked to about this, very few, but they've been saying like, yeah, Kanye's fucking crazy. And they're not even like really thinking about it. Like they know his whole plan. Like it's say some crazy shit, drop a little something, couple t-shirts, say a little bit more crazy shit, call Dave Chappelle ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like it goes both ways. There's as many people agree with him, there's probably more that disagree with the nigga. But there's enough on that other side to make it a debate still. You know what I mean? You hang around a lot of rational individuals.
No, I don't. That's the problem.
Who around you irrational?
Lauren. And you.
I don't know. That was a little... You're the most irrational person you know, though.
He doesn't know himself. We know him more than he knows himself.
Nah, I'm kind of rational.
Nah.
I'm kind of... We're all a little rational. We're all hypocrites to a certain degree.
Speak for yourself, buddy.
But being rational is like being hungry. You know what I mean? It's like...
Nah.
It's not a permanent... You're not just always that. It comes and it goes.
Well, it's not like being hungry because it's more like getting to the REM state of like meditation. You just have to practice it. It's a level of practice that you do every day until eventually you're kind of rational all the time.
Nah, it's
you're still human.
I think it's like being hungry. It's just some people have a bigger appetite than others.
How rational do you think 50 Cent is? Like, because he'll do probably like this is a kind of good segue, but he'll do some shit that's like, all right, this is a good move. It's good business, or in any aspect, whether it's business or, it's mainly just business. But then he'll just like say some fucked up shit. Or, fucking, I don't know, disrespect his son. Call his son a bitch ass nigga.
Being rational isn't being emotionally intelligent. Those are two different things.
They're connected though, right?
Nah.
Yeah, emotionally intelligent is part of being rational.
Nah.
Because you have to be rational with your emotional intelligence.
Not all the time. Like, there's got to be like a healthy balance. Or like, well, I don't know what the percent is. I don't know what's the perfect recipe for it.
Just make it up.
But they're different. Because it's like, women are a lot more, on average, are just a lot more emotionally intelligent than dudes, but that doesn't make them more logical on average than dudes. Those are two different things.
Well, being logical isn't being rational, right?
No, yeah, it is. It's being rational centers around reasoning and like having clear and concise collective thoughts on what led you to a certain thing. You know what I mean? It's like it's void of emotion.
Well, I feel like then what you're saying is women are bad at expressing their emotions.
No, I'm not saying that, but you know, some women are, some dudes are, probably a lot of dudes are actually.
Yeah, probably most.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not the easiest thing to do.
No, you have to learn. It's a practice.
Yeah, it's like I feel like every time I ever like had to explain how I felt about something, as the words were coming out of my mouth, it's just like I just started feeling like there's no point to this.
Even before like we started recording, you was like, "Yo, can you please just pass me that grabber, dog?" And I was like, "Nigga, of course." You know what I'm saying? Like were you rational in that moment? Like when you were fixing, like when you were getting your fix?
Yes.
Because you were helping yourself and everybody else in the room?
No, because I wanted something and I knew where to get it. It was a clear, concise trajectory. It's like it was like basic math. I was like, I don't have this. I know who does.
Yeah.
I know who's willing. And so then I asked you. And it was an even exchange.
Was it? Yeah. But everybody's irrational because you was being rational, not smoking grabber. How long did that last though? Be honest.
Well, my thing was like not buying it.
Wait.
And to roll it up.
So
which is the first step.
What? So you've been smoking grabber?
Obviously.
You just been hitting it in a pipe?
Nah. Like when I'm at home and I'm chilling, I'm rolling up straight weed. No enhancements.
Okay.
No pesticides, no nothing.
Okay.
But, if you pass something, you get down a certain way, you like a little pepper in your joint. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not going to take the pepper out. That's rude.
Okay.
I'm going to hit it as you made it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like you shouldn't alter a chef's recipe. It's distasteful. You were supposed to consume it how he intended. And so that's what I did.
Yeah.
But
you're putting yourself in the face of sin.
I'm putting myself in the face of sin by smoking what you roll. So does that make you Satan?
No.
Am I putting myself in the face of sin if I'm already best friends with the devil?
No.
Beelzebub. That's his name, right?
Beelzebub.
Who?
The devil.
What?
Beelzebub?
Yeah.
Then that's one of the incarnations of some.
Wait, what did you just say?
That's what I said. I thought I said
Beelzebub?
Yeah. That's his name, right?
Yeah, I think that's the Latin.
Let's
that's
summon
the Latin way of saying devil.
Let's summon this nigga. Google it. But no, I'm just talking about you being irrational in those moments. Because shout out to Big John, the biggest. You know what I mean? DJ, local Roddy. Google him. He's Googleable. Yeah. But I tried to pass him my shit. I was like, yo, would you like to? He was like, nah, man. I don't even smoke. I don't even do that.
Well, that's for a reason.
I don't even do that.
That's for a reason. Like a real specific, a medical reason.
But you had a reason too. You was doing good, man.
I had the same reason as you.
The whole point. Everybody is irrational. Everybody.
Yeah. Nobody disagrees with that.
You can't.
So 50 Cent is irrational to you?
50 Cent.
Since everybody is.
Like I said earlier, it's like being hungry. Some people have bigger appetites. Some people have small appetites. Some people on keto diets with their ration. But at the end of the day, it's something that ebbs and flows. It's literally impossible to just constantly be in that flow because you are human. You have attachments. You love. You hate.
Yeah.
And in those two realms, it's hard to have a straight line of rationale to just get to the end of the point.
And
because there's so much smoke and fog in the way.
And like the thing is with like these people, Kanye West, 50 Cent, they're successful. And success is like holy water to your downfalls and like all the things that make you bad.
Success is an illusion.
Yeah, it's
and
really,
a lot of times
it
makes people seem, and because I don't want to just make it a vague statement and be like, yo, if you're successful, you're probably stupid. Because a lot of people, they thought their way to the top. they were cunning enough and they carved out their own path, and you know they deserve credit for that. But that's not figuring out one like just basket doesn't make you suitable in all realms. You know what I mean? Like Jay-Z can master the music industry, and he's probably a bad example because, you know, he did other business ventures that was cool. But, you know, that's also off the leverage of him mastering the music industry. If Jay-Z was just like a regular entrepreneur, would he be Jay-Z still without the music? I mean, it's hard to say. You know, I wouldn't put it past him, but it's hard to say with all confidence.
Yeah. He might, I don't know.
Success is an illusion. We give it makes us give a lot more credit than what a lot of these niggas kind of deserve. Because half the battle is luck.
Nah, that's not half. That's not half.
A big portion of
the battle is luck, dog. It's like growing up in the right decade, growing up in the right era, growing up in the right place. And right place is like there's no one. Right place doesn't mean like 2-parent household in the suburbs. For some situations, that's the wrong place.
But it's like
if you're trying to go to the NBA.
For your argument, it's like the Steve Jobs effect. Like growing up to where it's like computers are now being first start. Like he was in one of them high schools that was the one and the only high school in that whole state that had said computer you could work on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the other niggas who were into computers weren't even at that school. You know what I'm saying? That their school never had that shit, so he wasn't able to even like generate that shit as early as he was.
Niggas don't even
shit like that.
Niggas don't even like. The greatest rapper of all time probably didn't make it past like being 30 seconds old. You know how many babies just like die upon being born? That's some real shit.
The greatest rapper.
Like we don't know who the fuck they could have been.
He
could have been the best nigga on the corner.
The funniest comic ever. The best joint roller of all time.
Yeah.
Like nigga, there's so like half of the battle is luck. Is even being able-bodied enough to get the shit done. Stephen Hawking probably could have been. Wait, who's the nigga in the wheelchair?
Stephen Hawking, and that's not.
Stephen Hawking probably could have been Tony Stark if he could have wiggled his thumbs.
Nah,
you don't know.
He would have.
Your imagination ain't big enough, pimp. You need to get on that Kanye, Walt Disney level.
He wouldn't have been as smart as he was because he would have been out here macking on bitches.
We don't know. Albert Einstein had no problem doing both.
He did. He had problems with his wife. It was like a thing.
Well, problems with your wife doesn't mean you're not successful in science.
Irrational thinking.
You know how many NBA players average 30 and go home to hell?
Another NBA player's wife or their wife?
Both. Depends on the
it depends on who you talk about. But nah, man, 50 Cent, he's just a character. R.I.P. to Irv Gotti, by the way.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
R.I.P.
That's like, you know, it's like hip hop legend. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like just and everything. A little bit past my time, you know what I mean? But it's still like a pioneer, nonetheless.
Sure.
How did he pass?
I believe it was a type of cancer.
Was that what it was? I thought they said he had a stroke, but it could be due to that. I'm uncertain. I should look at it so we could respect his name properly.
My goodness, yeah, out of respect. Yeah, my bad about that. You know, Mr. Gotti, don't hunt us. But where'd he die from?
He kind of looks like Lil Duval right there.
God damn, give it up.
Yeah.
Okay, throat cancer. Okay.
No, this is somebody else.
Jesus Christ.
Click on the link. Oh, that's a fucking video.
Regardless, you know, he passed away, and 50 Cent didn't waste any time to get his words off, to get his shit off. He immediately ran to the hookah lounge. You know what I mean? Got his material, got his favorite hookahs. You know, told what's his name? What's that black African looking? What's that black nigga?
Michael Blackson.
Nah, the nigga that signed to him.
Akon. Oh, who? The signed to him.
Nah, what's that? He be on Vlad. That black nigga, he run with 50 Cent.
Tony Yayo?
Tony Yayo.
Yeah, that black nigga. Why you saying
that black nigga? I forgot his name.
I don't know why I was like trying to find Africans. But you said it in a way that, nah.
I thought you were talking about somebody who worked.
Put some more respect on your name, dog.
I forgot his name.
You get touched for some shit like that.
I know, especially when you dress like that, right?
Nigga, put some more ripples in that corduroy jacket.
No New York nigga would ever wear a Reebok sweater. Get your shit together.
Thank God I'm not from New York, nigga.
Yeah, well, You're definitely not.
Hell yeah. No New York nigga will wear breakaway fucking
by
sports
the way they're
pants.
lace, nigga. They're not breakaway. They're just
Those are
cut
breakaway.
off at the edge.
Those are breakaway.
I want to feel some air hit my lower leg.
Yeah, I don't know if they've.
You're
this is
wearing
Sunday.
lube
I don't know if
joggers.
they've. I don't know if they've like released the actual cause of death yet. 2 days ago, it still said it hadn't been announced, but they had been reported he suffered like strokes,
Okay,
stuff
so
like
strokes.
that, and like battled diabetes
From
related issues. But I don't think they've put out an official statement yet.
You see, that's unfortunate nonetheless. You know what I mean? Fucking just all type of sickness. We actually shout out to Justo Mob, and we just did a benefit show for him. You know, person in his family got cancer, and you know, did a benefit.
This is literally why I'm trying to get off the grabber, man.
Yeah,
Like it literally said throat cancer right there. I feel like that was like a direct message.
yeah,
Like, yo, stop doing this shit.
yeah. Stop having FOMO,
Honestly.
man.
And you know, it's like the mind is an interesting place, man. So many things could take place there. Like, I've been trying to literally psych myself in to smoking straight weed by like watching old Currency interviews.
Nah, man.
Because you know how Currency went on the whole campaign
and
where he was just trying to turn every rapper away from blunts.
Yeah.
He was like, hey man, you don't smoke that shit around me.
Yeah.
That's how he got Wiz Khalifa on joints.
Yeah.
Because them niggas was making some music together. He was like, all right, little homie, like, you know, I fuck with you, you cool. But that shit smells like ass.
Yeah, you can't be around me smoking that pen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, so
You don't have any
I don't
like,
have no reason to ever stop smoking grabber ever. Not right now.
It don't bother you?
Nah, not really. Not really.
What if, like, that's interesting.
You said luck is 50% anyway.
Huh? It is. But
So
that
it's
that
like-
other 50% is preparation, and that's what you in control of.
Nah.
What you mean nah, nigga?
Nah. I mean, there's too many people that have been smoking worser things, straight tobacco out of a pipe, and that live to be 90 years old, 100 years old.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, like, and not all of them lived on a farm. Some of them are just like regular people. Some of them are fat, overweight. They still alive, kicking it.
And then there's some of them that died.
Yeah. They were the unlucky ones.
There's a lot of them that died. And it's just like, damn, just taking that gamble is kind of crazy. Like, would you walk into a house that could catch on fire?
What's inside the house?
Yeah, I drive a car. I drove my car right after I got into a car crash.
Would you fuck a girl who might have syphilis?
Syphilis is with the throat. I just don't have to kiss her.
Nah.
I could just duct tape her mouth
Syphilis not the
and
throat.
her
Not in the
nostrils.
throat.
That's not the throat.
What's syphilis?
Syphilis is when
But
it
she-
burns when you piss, right?
Yeah.
But she has to cough. Wait, how do
No,
I
she
get
doesn't
it?
have to cough. Her vagina has to be very warm and hot. And then something crawls into your urethra and then you burn hot lava for at least 2 weeks.
So
Till you take your antibiotics.
okay, so
Would you? 50% chance. And it's like, this is like a 𝙿𝙾𝚃 kind of girl. It's like the perfect proportions, the right skin tone, perfect amount of soda structure for you. I know you like burly hoes.
if that's
She may have syphilis. And syphilis isn't an end all be all. Like, you know, you go to the doc, pop a couple pills, you be all right.
wait, go down. You can prevent it with a rubber. And if she tells me, you know, inform partners if you're diagnosed with syphilis, so they can also get tested and treated.
Yeah.
But
That's for prevention. But
yeah, look,
would you risk it?
if that's what it took for me to be better throughout the week, to be better to my friends, to be better to my family, I would do that. Because that's what grab would do for me.
You got grab in there right now?
He's still young.
Huh?
Got grab in there right now?
You can answer it for me.
Who, me?
No, I was just looking at you, but Lauren, he'd get it. Duh.
You don't smell the room, nigga?
You don't smell me?
You don't smell that?
I know you got it in
that
yours 'cause
poison
you
in
just
it.
did that, yeah.
Well, yeah, you know that's just because you know it's a today thing.
He asked me for it.
Yeah, it's a today thing.
We saw him when
But I'm literally like, this shit is, it's not good, man. It's dangerous waters.
It's dangerous waters.
Niggas are swimming in. They're very murky. We don't know the creatures that are at the bottom.
With the
Could
creatures
be some
at
black
the
sea
bottom.
fish.
Fuck out of here.
Some Loch Ness monsters, nigga.
I bet.
And I can't wait to get like completely off it to where I can scold you for being on it. So I can really put shame on them.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you're gonna change.
No, I'm not you.
Nah, you need this. You need this comfort. Well, nobody shamed me. I'm actually shaming myself. It's coming from within.
Self-reflection.
Nigga.
But I know that you need a leader. You need to follow suits.
Fuck out of here.
You like to be the second Native American
You need to think it's cool.
over the hill.
No,
yeah,
nigga.
you like to think it's cool first before you do
Hell
it.
yeah.
So
You know.
got that like the jacket thing, you know?
No, nigga. First of all, I'm staying in. I'm
That's
staying
why
in
he
my
asked
ground.
us about the compression pants he was wearing. You know, he's the kind of nigga, he walk into the room, he look left, he look right, he check the temperature, and then he gets comfortable.
Yeah.
He don't just adapt to his environment.
Yeah.
That was Tony the other night
He
when
don't
I
have-
was talking to
he
my
don't
girl. He was just in the
adapt
corner
to
like
his
this.
environment. Nigga, I was.
A bunch of women in the other room.
It wasn't
just
a
like
bunch
this.
of women in the
It was a
other
bunch of
room.
women.
It wasn't a. First of all,
It was a bunch.
I
What's
was
a
talking.
bunch?
I was talking to two really solid homies, and I had a real nice buzz going on. I had a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I had a joint. I was like, man, I'm just chilling right
Yeah,
now.
you weren't on your pimping shit. You weren't out there entertaining.
I'm gonna
the
be honest. I
hoes?
didn't really see anything that called me too much.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Like it was definitely some women in the room. I'm not gonna deny that fact, but it wasn't
a
nothing.
bunch.
It wasn't a bunch. A bunch.
My nigga.
Be honest. How many of them came by themselves?
A bunch.
How many of them came by themselves?
Well,
I saw at least 2 or 3 of them bitches with other niggas, or maybe like 2. Yeah, it was probably like 2 bitches with other
everybody
niggas.
knew each other, bro.
And then it was like 4
niggas went to
other
high school.
women.
It was a whole high school reunion situation.
Nah, they was cool, and I get that you guys are caught up. You know what I mean? Golden handcuffs. So you want to live through me. It's like
No,
But you
me,
know- but
me
you know-
not
no,
going
no,
in there.
nah,
Hold
nah,
on.
we want you
Can
to-
I finish
no.
talking? Goddamn,
No, it ain't
emotional
even
niggas.
that.
Y'all sound like your girls.
It ain't even that.
Y'all
bro.
sound like
Nah.
your girls.
It's like
but me not going in there and macking is a missed opportunity for y'all.
These quote unquote golden
to feel
handcuffs.
free,
How do you think we got
to
them?
get under the
Yeah,
suffocation
come on.
of loyalty? Because it's a contract that you sign, but it's not a contract that you laminate. It's not a contract that you just wave it every now and then. It's like, oh, I'm so glad that I have this. Other pussy is amazing. They understand that too. And you guys are good guys though. You guys are really good guys and gentlemen. You would never go
What are you
out.
talking about?
What?
Yeah.
Let me get it out.
Hey,
You
hold
would-
on.
what?
Hold on. I feel you. Daddy, I feel you.
Are you trying to stop me?
I feel you.
Before I do
but you
something
gotta-
dangerous? Hold on. I'm trying to give you niggas props.
It was a bunch. It was a bunch.
Don't say a bunch. It was a couple. Be honest. It was about I wouldn't even say a handful.
But when you were judging me,
Lauren, you gave me more hash browns this morning.
You had one.
You gave me more. Well, you saw me take one.
your hand's not that
You
slick.
gave me more hash browns this
Sleight of
morning
hand ass
than
nigga.
there was available. They was cool though. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just it wasn't nothing to be pressed over. You know what I mean?
You was in
Like,
a different mind state.
Yeah, and plus I'm also not at 0 right now.
Yeah, it's like you
know
got
what I
you
mean?
cool, yeah.
Like I'll take some more applications, but it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I'm entertained.
And as you strike me as one of the niggas too. It's like where you have like 1 or 2, you cool. It's like you don't really need to have too much. You know what I'm saying? Like too many options. You don't need too many applications. It's like you have.
Why don't you ask him before giving the credit?
I'm telling you what it looks
I'm
like.
just fucking
I don't know.
around.
I'm just telling you what it looks like. You can
Let
tell
me
me
see
I'm
what he sees
wrong.
on the surface.
Yeah, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. That's hilarious.
I understand why you see what you say, and I
Yeah.
don't want to invalidate how you feel.
All right.
But you are wrong.
Oh, word.
No,
So
I
you
mean,
like to
like-
have as many applications
Well,
as possible.
he was-
Well, it's not even
he-
like as
you
many
had already
applications as
said-
possible. It's like,
You chilling right now.
yeah, like
Yeah, you already said that shit.
Having 2 is chilling. Like just 2, like you go back and forth with
That's what I said.
bow. That's cool. You know
That's
what
what
I
I
mean? But the thing, I'm not go in the back of the dumpster because it's unlocked and try to find some half-eaten ramen noodles kind of guy.
I didn't say that.
We grew up with a lot of those niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they would take scraps,
Yeah.
I'm not one of
roadkill,
them niggas either.
Yeah.
crumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, they took recycling to like different means. They would literally share.
Nah.
That's how crazy it was.
Yeah, nah,
They would share. They would pass it around the rotation.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Old Jolly.
Sometimes in the same car.
Old Jolly Ranchers in the crevice of the car.
What I mean?
They
It's
eat
like I never got down like that.
Yeah, nah.
I've always was like, and another thing I was thinking. Not to say that I'm just like the pimping is just that pristine. It's just that I'm a catch that women can't deny. But I've never really had problems like actually going for what I actually wanted.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm more of a sniper. I just pick my shots. I'm like, okay, that's the one I really want. I'm gonna line that shit up, and then once I go for it,
I feel you. That's how it was,
Okay.
too.
That's dope.
That's how it
Look,
was.
I believe you, man.
and it's not always a headshot. It's not always that. Sometimes you aim for the head, they turn, they do a weird herky-jerky movement. You shoot them in the hamstring. They're not dead, but they're wounded.
And you also have to account for the wind, where you're at. You get what I'm saying? You can't just snipe everybody in the same, like it's the same location from last time.
I mean,
it's just, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but you forgot your weapon.
In the future, if y'all would just like to see a display, if y'all just want to see an exhibition, just let me know. I'll do it for shits and giggles. You know what I mean? I'll take the number down and I'll put it in wrong on my phone just because I don't care. I ain't calling you back, bitch.
I'm with it. I'd like to see an exhibition.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of pimping, Trump displayed a lot of it. Can you go up a little bit? Just click on wherever. I forgot what it's
Trump
called.
and his wingman?
No, he's not wingmanning. He's pimping.
Nah, Elon Musk is definitely wingmanning.
No, it's no wingman in this. So everybody knows Prince Harry, the ginger, used to be prince, was going to be king, but he chose a mulatto woman from L.A. Everybody knows that guy. So apparently Trump, he ruled out, let me just read the headline. He ruled out on deporting Prince Harry because I guess he's here illegally on some type of illegal means, some government shit like, yo, you're not even supposed to be over here. But Trump was like, I'm going to let you have it because he has a lot of problems going on at home. This is what he said verbatim. Mm-hmm. So just scroll down a little bit. I'm going to read this.
It's a little sassy.
It's a sassy?
It's a little sassy.
Keep scrolling.
I mean, you just going, you know what it is? It's catty.
Oh, yeah, stop right there. Go up a little bit.
That's catty of Donald Trump to do.
It's catty?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I'll leave him alone, Trump said about Harry. He's got enough problems with his wife. She's terrible. This is what he said about his wife. This is the president. So she's terrible. Yeah, keep going down. He called her terrible again.
What did she do? What does he know about?
Basically, he's saying, and what a lot of people in government positions know, apparently, that this nigga is pussy whipped. That's what everybody's been saying about him. Like this girl, Meghan Markle.
So I think poor Harry is being led around by the nose.
I think poor Harry is being led around by the nose. You know what I'm saying? Described Harry as whipped by Markle. And like...
He'd probably be at all the parties.
Bro.
Choking her on the back of the neck.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
He'd leave his royal duties to answer the phone and shit. Twinkle his toes in a royal carriage.
Prince Harry don't grab her by the neck in his meetings.
Nah, it sounds like he's fondling her too much.
Nah, man.
Sounds like he can't keep his fingers off of it.
Nah, but it's not. It's a different type of fondle though. Like,
what kind of fondle is it?
It's
You are like our fondle expert.
I am a fondle expert.
Yeah, you dress like it too. You look like a fucking fondle expert.
All right, nigga, you look like a thief.
Peeping
nigga.
Tom.
Nigga, what type of?
I'd rather steal than touch.
What type of windows you like breaking into? What's the easiest ones?
The plexiglass ones.
Whichever ones those Tims can kick through.
Shatter.
Fuck out of here. Yes, he does more hand, right? If you're not doing if you're not touching sexual objects, the sexual organs on a woman's body, you're doing what he's doing. You're fondling. You're not groping. You're supposed to grope.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying? Like, if he's
you kind of like Kanye a little bit in that aspect.
No,
you're not a full exhibitionist, but you're an experimentist or whatever you want to call it. You're a recessist.
No.
Yeah, you're a recessist, dog.
A recessist?
You're a recessist.
No. That's just regular.
Wait till you get a little bit of money.
Nah.
You're going to be wearing invisible skirts.
Oh, yeah. LOI brawls, the chic version. straight linen. But nah, I don't think I'm like Kanye.
Yet?
I don't think I'm like Kanye.
Kanye wasn't like Kanye, yeah. Like, if you look at Kanye with Amber Rose,
yeah,
then with Kim, then with Bianca,
yeah,
it was a steady progression. They just got more and more naked.
How close is Kanye and Trump connected to each other? Like
spiritually?
Yeah, like spiritually.
I think Kanye identifies a lot of his characteristics with Trump. Like even when Trump was first running for office and Kanye hopped on that campaign, a lot of what Kanye saw was like, wow, this is a guy who's loud with no credentials.
Yeah.
That is going for something that he doesn't deserve.
Yeah.
And he's going to get it. Like, that's inspiring for Kanye because that's, you know, a lot of what he does.
Yeah. And, you know,
in
it's
his personal life.
It's also like, you know, fighting the system, that whole aspect. He definitely sees a lot of himself in Trump. Mm-hmm. And Trump probably sees like 2% of himself in Kanye.
Yeah.
And it's none of the cool shit, it's just the straight Jew hate. Maybe. It all depends. Possibly. It doesn't, I don't know.
They both love Can't Tell Me Nothing.
They both have
they both use that shit as an alarm clock to
that
wake
is one
up
of my
to.
favorite records from that nigga.
Nah.
Every time I get like a good check or something, I might put that on.
And that's what's fucked up about Kanye
Roll
is
the
that even though
windows
he's not relatable now, his old shit still is.
Still is, yeah.
Like, nigga, back in the day, elementary school, my dukes would wake us up in the morning with that Good Morning Kanye West song. That was just what she would do.
Yeah.
That's smooth.
Hell yeah, it's 6 a.m. or probably like 5:40. She would play that shit. I wake up, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
God damn.
Turn that beautiful song into the worst thing ever.
Let me go put on this polo teddy bear sweater and
hey, that's kind of fly to
go
get
to
ready
third
to.
grade.
That's kind of fly to get ready to at a young age, though.
Yeah.
Back
Looking back
when Kanye was safe for children.
yeah.
Okay.
This nigga could be,
I ain't safe no more, nigga.
Kids Bop was remixing his songs.
Hell yeah.
There's not going to be any remixes on Kids Bop ever again for Kanye.
I grew up with a great black mother.
Yeah.
Really good black mother.
So when was Trump safe for children? Back in the Home Alone era?
You just say it again? I don't have it.
When was Trump safe for children? At Home Alone era, that was it?
When he
was on TV.
Yeah.
Firing motherfuckers.
When he said
taking pictures with Snoop Dogg.
When he said them Brooklyn 5 niggas need to be hung. That's when he was safe. To a lot of people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, to you?
I wasn't born. Didn't have to deal with it.
Okay.
Luck. You're right. It's 50% of the game, nigga.
How much lucky you think you are? How much luck you got left in you, nigga? You avoided that. You luckily got molested by a woman. That's luck.
No.
That's fortunate.
No. I luckily,
motherfucker, nigga. Because a lot of niggas
luckily got experience, nigga.
A lot of niggas got touched by a T-ball coach.
Luckily got experience, nigga.
That's funny shit.
You know?
Well, this nigga Prince Harry seems unlucky.
Prince Harry is whipped. I believe it. Like, why would a president ever say that? Granted, it is Trump.
He says a lot of things that niggas don't necessarily fact check after.
Yeah, but I've heard that uttered before. Granted, I've always thought it was because she was light skinned and from LA. So, you know, she's not the standard woman in, you know, the Europe.
I think a lot of that stems from the fact that he chose her over the crown.
Yeah.
And so with that decision in itself, it's like, we're looking at everything you do through that lens.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you gave up power, authority, and other pussy for this one woman. And it's like, in a certain decade, that shit probably would have been honorable. They would have made like tall tales about that nigga.
No.
Yeah, they would have.
They would have beheaded him.
They would have. There would have been parables written about Prince Harry.
No, they would
given up the throne for love.
Nah,
they would have executed him because
in the Shakespearean decade.
Nah, only today does that work.
They can't allow royalty sperm to just be out there in the world.
Yeah.
He would have to be killed.
That's not what it's doing, no.
If this was in Shakespearean time, like, yo,
he has bastard children now.
If you ain't going,
y'all didn't read Hamlet. You didn't read Romeo and Juliet. I didn't either, but I saw a lot of the trailers for the movies, and you get the same impressions. Like, that's just
But I was saying Peter Pan.
love.
It's a tragedy, though. It's a tragic love story.
Tragic love.
Yeah, so it's not a good story.
Tragic love was celebrated at that point in time, though,
No,
dog.
there's
'Cause
only
you
one
gotta
of 'em.
understand, niggas was living to 35.
It's only one story that we
Nigga.
celebrate. It's Romeo and Juliet. The
No,
other
it
ones,
isn't.
the
They
other
both
ones you
die
don't
at the
know
end?
about. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
Didn't they
It
both
is.
die at the
Yes,
end?
yes. That's
Like,
why
you
it's a
just
tragic love.
Yes.
Nigga, what?
That's
only,
the point.
It's only one
That shit
story
was
like
hot,
that.
nigga.
No, nigga.
That shit was hot.
It was not.
Getting banished from the kingdom because you found the hearts of your lover?
No,
No,
nigga,
they
it was the
died.
one, bro. All
Nigga,
their
that shit
homies,
would've
all
been
of their
in
homies was
medieval
like, I
Barnes
told
and
them niggas not to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all their homies
You
are
never
saying.
know. You never seen the Denzel version of Romeo and Juliet.
You never watched Book of Eli.
Who haven't?
You.
I have.
You clearly haven't.
I haven't.
You clearly haven't.
You know, obviously,
Pussy was more important than them pages.
obviously you have.
Pussy was way more important than them pages in that book, nigga.
I watched the movie. I've heard of the book. Fuck with me. Yeah.
Let me fuck with you. Nigga.
Fuck with me.
Ain't gonna fuck with you.
Fuck
nigga.
with me. You ain't never heard. Have you ever even like seen the book?
I
though?
watched the movie. And what do you mean seen the book?
Yeah.
How do you see the
Like the
book?
cover?
Like the cover.
Just
I guess
look
that's
at it.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I definitely Googled it before. It's on the fucking, it's on the DVD cover, nigga. He holding that shit and he protecting it. Nigga, that's the whole movie.
Yeah, but that's the
niggas' arms
Hollywood
off and shit.
version of the book.
So you think looking at the book on Google makes you an expert?
It gives me more credence.
Nah, it doesn't give you nothing. What color was it? Let me guess. Black.
Dark.
Dark.
Good answer.
So you don't, that's vague.
That's
was
a good
dark.
answer. He gave himself a chance to be
And-
right.
But that's not a descriptive color, though.
No, that's why he
dark
did it.
isn't descriptive. There's dark orange. There's dark red. There's even some dark blues.
But if it's dark, you're correct.
Nah, but if it's black is a little bit more specific, all right?
Yeah.
Because you know it fully paints the picture. It's almost like you don't remember what the book looked like.
Black is very black.
What color were the pages?
But you want to know?
Did it have
Look.
like those like cigarette stained Bible pages?
Cigarette stain. Look,
Like you spilled coffee?
yeah, like they wrote it with a bunch of sand and erosion around.
You don't know.
That's
what
how
this
the pages
book
look.
like.
It's dark. That's not black. And we're speaking about a book that doesn't even matter, dog. Can you go to Make Him a Sandwich in the notes?
I got you.
Please. This is an important book. This is what we need to be talking about. This is what we need to be, investing our time in. Lauren, we need you to be the guinea pig on this, all right?
Some manosphere shit.
We need you to be
Sound like some
the
Menace
test
shit.
dummy on this book. So,
Why aren't you
Candace-
willing to put your pimping on the
what I'm
line?
saying.
Well, Lauren reads the most books. And
You've been reading lately though. You read yesterday, right?
But I've been reading, 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑, the Book of Creation, 32 Chambers.
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
that's reading. I've been reading
But-
too.
Good. What? Don't even answer
It's
it.
this book.
Exactly.
It's this
Candace
book.
Owens is making a book. She's writing a book already written. Make Him a Sandwich. And it's a parody. The cover is a parody of some woman named her name is
You were
Gloria
really a-
Steinem.
You're really a Candace Owens fan. You follow her on Instagram?
Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Twitter. Which is different from Instagram, let's be honest.
You got her on Truth Social too?
Nah.
What?
Nah. But I do fuck with Candace Owens and, make him a sandwich. You know what I mean?
What's it about?
It's about just the wicked ideology of the feminist movement and how it's tainted and how it's tainted the world of the women now. And she's trying to fight the power back. She's trying to
put it back in our hands.
She's trying to turn that muscle into nothing. You know what I mean? She's trying to break away of the flex.
Yeah, because there's a thin line between aprons and overalls.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And what's in your hand when you're wearing them. You know what I mean?
And what shirt are you trying to keep clean?
And it's a lot of women that they have the apron under the overalls. They're trying to play both sides. And that's another thing Candace Owens is getting into this book about, make him a sandwich. Like, stop trying to play both sides. Stick to one side of the house.
It sounds like you agree though.
Well, I wouldn't. It's like, yeah, it's dope. Might make him a sandwich. But I feel like I agree for the wrong reasons, right? I do think
That's fair.
I do think that this is kind of hilarious, but I also think it's hilarious because she true. Like this is her. She truly believes this. You know what I mean? And when she talks about it,
I don't believe her.
Nah, dog. When she talks about it, like in the brief videos I've seen of her, whether she's on like Fresh and Fit or I catch her on her own channel, she's breaking down science. She has scientists. She's like, yeah, and this year there was actually a movement. Some might know it as MK Ultra. It was giving, shit out and putting it in milk.
She's lying to a certain extent, or
no, she's telling her truth.
She's not being honest.
Why you say
because there's no way she's the woman that she's talking about in this book. She doesn't even have the time to be.
She is. That's what she says. She's always said she's that woman.
It's impossible for her to be the woman.
Her studio in that.
It's impossible for her to be the woman that she's professing.
That's not.
She doesn't have the time, dog. She's got a podcast. She writes some books.
Yeah.
She's got photo shoots. She's got interviews.
Why can't she make breakfast for her kids?
In between these gigs, she's making her husband a sandwich?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell
Absolutely.
no.
I think
nigga.
so.
It's impossible.
How long does it take
It's
to make a
impossible,
sandwich in the
dog.
morning?
She's not home.
You've never met.
Do you know how busy Candace
Yeah.
Owens probably is?
Yeah.
How much time do you think she spends at home?
She
with
also
that?
has assistants that carry out certain things for her.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. That opens up time to do
Assistants
certain things.
that are making him a sandwich.
No,
not her.
She can
How
still
many
do that
hours
for her
a day
man.
do you think she spends at home?
Probably not a whole lot, but there's probably a lot of times where she is at home at the same time.
How many hours a day do you think she's
Let me read that
spending at
description
home?
too.
A day, probably like 4.
You don't think, bro?
4 plus sleep.
She's
3
not making
plus sleep.
She
Candace-
ain't making no sandwiches. She's not folding sheets.
Candace Owens has a planner just for one day. Like she knows how to plan her day to make her kids a sandwich. Make
hold on.
him
Google-
a sandwich.
Google-
Why real women don't need fake feminism will be released to the general public on September 15th. Buy your copy, but your copy will ship 3 months early when media copies are shipped on June 15th.
If you
This
pre-order.
shit is a charade. This shit is all fugazi,
Nah, she's
dog.
always- she's always talking like
Why make her husband a sandwich when her recording this podcast is gonna pay their bills for the month?
because she wants.
She don't have the time.
She wants a good
to make this
relationship.
nigga a sandwich, dog.
What?
She's the breadwinner.
Wait, he's supporting her though.
He needs to be toasting that shit.
No, he's supporting her.
Google her husband. Who is this guy?
It's like some business dude. He's from England.
Some business dude
Yeah,
from England.
he has a fancy accent,
Some
nigga.
business dude from England. What kind of vague description is that, nigga?
George Farmer.
I know a business
That's what
dude
niggas
from
say when they
England.
talk about Oprah's
Google.
He's a
husband.
businessman, George Farmer.
George Farmer?
Yeah.
Zoom in on his face.
Oh, I got you. Maybe this one. Yeah, this nigga.
Nope. I don't believe it.
Why don't you believe it?
I don't think he could say bitch without stuttering.
Though, what does that mean though?
Do you have to ask? Do you honestly have to ask? Or are you just arguing with your emotions right now, pimp? Because you know exactly what I mean by the nigga got a lisp when it's time for confrontation.
Nah.
Have you ever had a woman that makes you a sandwich?
Yes.
I think she's making
All
him a
of them
sandwich.
did.
She's making him sandwich.
I've been put on to new sandwich combinations through women.
Every
Shit
day.
I didn't even know was possible. I started eating mayonnaise because of a woman. Because before, when I would make a sandwich, I was like, mayonnaise? I ain't put no fucking mayonnaise on no sandwich. She's like, no, trust me, daddy. It's delicious. All right, let me... All right. Keep putting mayonnaise on that shit from now on. It's real life.
Look, man.
That's what George Farmer's saying.
Huh?
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know the difference
wait.
between me and George Farmer?
Yeah, he's a former chairman of Turning
Is that
Point
I was
UK
the nigga
and,
with the podcast and the relationship.
Can you read his description real quick, Lauren?
British entrepreneur, businessman, and activist. Former chairman of Turning Point UK, former CEO of Parler and Parliament Technologies. He's the son of somebody famous. Baron Farmer. Come on, he's a baron.
Now that's
Baron.
all. Now,
Come on.
Lauren.
Can't be the
on,
head of
dog.
all
Hold
those
on, Lauren.
things.
That's all impressive.
Wait, hold on. This has to be said.
Hold on, Justin.
As
hold on.
well
It has to be said.
as the husband of American political commentator Candace Owens.
Last but not least, I usually
Yeah.
say the best for last. Lauren, how many times did you say former in reading this description? How many times did you say former right before one of his credentials?
Twice.
What the fuck is he doing right now?
He's an entrepreneur.
He's making his own sandwiches, F-Mac.
He's making
He's
bread.
cutting
He
the
made
cross
his bread.
off of PB&J right now, and it's not even for him. It's for
No.
it's for Candace. So she has enough calories to go on podcast, nigga, so she can talk.
Type in what he's doing now. Just type in his business
I'm
ventures
not.
now.
Hey, y'all put it up. Nigga said former, retired, rehabilitated.
Do you know how play it is to be able to be a former and like still be able to live and move how you want to?
You know how play
have a black
it is?
wife that is always saying something, you know, that it gets people in an outrage.
It's not more player than moving the goalposts in an argument.
Come on, man.
You come on, nigga. Stay on task.
Fuck out of here.
Everything he did was back in the day. What is he doing now?
Damn.
He's making his own sandwiches, dog.
He's the farmer of. I was just looking at it like this Lord Michael Farmer. His pops was a lord. Holy shit.
Yeah, to be a lord.
A member of the House
Yeah.
of Lords.
House of Lords.
Lord is insane. Yeah, that's crazy.
What?
Well, is
the
that
background,
Google
but-
the House of Lords? We don't know how much power they actually had. That might be a friend's society.
You're crazy.
Them niggas
House of Lords.
You think they got parliamental powers?
That's the type of books FMAC reads.
exactly fantasy.
what the fuck
it's
you
some
talking
made
about?
up shit.
Upper House of Parliament, nigga. It's an upper house of parliament in the
Come on,
United
dog.
Kingdom. This
Okay.
nigga comes from royalty, man. We
So
just
did
talk about
Hey,
royal
hey,
blood.
Hey, so did Prince Harry. Where did
Hey,
that get him?
But that's what I'm saying. This nigga
Wait.
stayed with his family.
That's what
So
Harry
it
I'm
did.
sounds like he's a light-skinned girl away from not even being a part of
He's
this.
not. He
No,
got Candace.
do you know? Wait, you know
Trump loves
he
her.
kept.
If Candace,
Wait,
Candace
Trump
Owens
loves her is a real nigga.
You think the
He
House of
kept-
Lords fuck with
he
Candace
kept
Owens?
his respect in where he came from, but also got his respect in the streets.
You're gonna go very far dancing for the white man.
No.
You're gonna have a career.
No, man.
Yeah, because now you camping for
You
this
know how
George Farmer
crazy-
guy.
you know how-
you're camping for him, nigga. Everything he did is prehistoric, dog. Candace Owens is not.
Hold on, this
It's
nigga really
impossible.
doing some shit, bro. As the upper house of parliament, the House of Lords have many similar functions. It scrutinizes legislation, holds the government to account, and considers reports upon public policy. So they the ones that keeping the government in check.
Google what his position is in the House of Lords. The nigga could be a doorman, dog. You understand? This is a branch of government. It appears, right? You know, not everybody has the same level of power and say so.
The nigga was a
The
former.
nigga could pass out breath mints, dog. We don't know who the fuck he is.
He was the CEO of a company called Parliament Technologies.
Say
Like,
it again.
Parliament
Say that again.
Technologies.
No, say the whole sentence again. I didn't hear you.
Parliament.
No, say the whole sentence again. Who? What happened?
George Farmer
Uh-huh.
was the CEO
Was
of a company.
was
Called
the
Parliament
CEO of
Technologies.
You were a child at one point in time. It matters none to us right now, but it is true, like factually speaking, like, yo, you used to not be, you were prepubescent.
But it also still matters because what happened to me as a child shaped me to be the man you see today.
Took you a
So
couple
it's
episodes to admit that.
It's important. It's pivotal. And
Yeah.
this nigga was the CEO a couple years ago. Like, come on, man.
A couple years ago, dog.
Come on, man.
A couple years.
Fuck with
Candace Owens is working right now.
Because she wants to. It's her passion.
And which doesn't give her a lot of time to make this guy a sandwich. I'll promise you, when Candace Owens comes home, the room is clean. Dinner
You wouldn't
is,
support your wife's dreams?
dinner is on the table. I would support my wife's dreams, but
you
it would
wouldn't.
be weird if she was lying about her life to sell books.
If she wasn't making... You don't even know that. You're just a hater.
She's lying about her life to sell books.
She's making sandwiches and I believe it. Shout out to Candace Owens. Make him a sandwich.
It's impossible, dog.
Yes. This is what needs to happen. Why am I even... There needs to be... Like, she should be here. Feeding me this. Feed him...
Why isn't she
Fruit.
here feeding you this? Because she's doing something a lot more important than you.
Because
brother.
the book drops
Her should
September
get
15th.
Her should get so many more views than this nigga. Their time is better all spent with her working.
The book drops September 15th, and that will be my Christmas present for her.
September?
Yep, September 15th.
That's when Candace's books drops. Yeah, unless you pre-order it, you can get it 3 months earlier, and you should do that if you really, want her to make you a sandwich.
Well, it can also double as a gift for a holiday, so I want to kapow.
Two
You know
birds,
what I
one
mean?
stone.
Knowledge and a present for holiday. Two birds, one stone.
What she's doing isn't out of the norm. Half the time,
Sandwich making.
Half the time when celebrities are selling something, especially in terms of lifestyle products or philosophy, it's never usually how they're actually getting down in personal lives.
Yeah,
This is typical.
for the most. For the most part, probably.
You think she can make a good sandwich?
For sure.
Hell no, dog. Yo,
Have you seen Candace Owens?
you look at Candace Owens to see a woman who can make a good sandwich.
She can make. I think Candace Owens can make couple different things. She could probably make a cool baked chicken.
What, like some salami on wheat bread?
No, not salami.
She seemed like a pepper jack cheese.
No. Her grilled cheese
on
probably,
100 grain oats.
No, she puts parsley on her on regular shit like grilled cheeses. Like she's always trying to spice shit up. That's what she looked like, man. Yeah.
I feel like she uses wheat thins as crust, nigga.
I feel like she can make like real healthy shit taste good, which is hard to do if you can't cook.
I don't know.
If you're not a professional.
You got a lot of faith in this Candace Owens woman, man. She don't strike me as a woman who can get busy in any arena that isn't talking shit.
Isn't talking shit.
I don't know.
Fuck out here,
Think she
man.
could bake a muffin?
You hate on black women.
Nah.
Gotta stop doing that.
I don't
Name
hate on
3
black
black
women.
women you like
That
you respect. That you respect.
Wait, say it again?
Name 3 black women you like.
My mom, your mom, and Lauren's
respect.
mom.
No.
My mom, your mom, Lauren's mom. Next question. What's the next category?
In public view. In public, like in the public.
What do you mean in public view?
Like public black women.
Oh, Maya Angelou.
Alive.
Why are you putting so many? Why are you doing it though? Why does it matter if they're dead or alive?
Why do you have such a problem with it? Can you not name
No,
alive
but I'm asking
women?
because you asked me a question. I'll proceed to answer it, and as soon as I start answering, you add more things onto it.
If I apologize,
Why is that?
If I apologize, will you accept it and just answer the question?
If you were a black woman, I would, because I would respect you then
So you only respect black women? I like that. Okay.
more than you niggas.
Okay, that's
But-
not true.
Yeah,
That's not true. I've seen you disrespect black women.
that's not true.
I've seen you say mean things
She
about black
loved it
women.
when I came on her face.
I've seen you. What? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could go right into 𝙼𝙾𝚃. You know what I mean? She was crying on camera, slobbering it up like you just said. You know what I'm saying? Just about the whole crypto scam shit because she's kind of disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Like her name hasn't been anywhere.
As quickly
Like
as we thought
𝙼𝙃 has just disappeared.
As quickly as we
Yeah.
thought it would too.
I didn't realize how young she was, dude. It's kind of a lot to happen to you at that age.
And you want to know what's crazy? Kanye had tweeted a message sent from somebody saying like, yeah, you know, it's this crypto thing. You got to keep it up for 72 hours. You can delete it after this time. It's basically a scam. All you have to do is post it. And then literally in the next couple of hours, tweet like, yo, my account got hacked, whoopty whoop whoop. And there was other people that were posting screenshots of other celebrities that had did this. What's her name? Glorilla. Fucking
50 Cent.
50 Cent. He's done that? 50 Cent. Fucking Akon.
Akon invented that shit.
You know what I'm saying? His people, yeah. So it's you know, that's just another one of good deeds Kanye was doing, you know what I mean? So yeah, 𝙼𝙃.
That shit made $490 million.
Her hawk token, yeah. That was the market
How
cap.
long did that take you, dude?
Quick.
It was quick, like 30 minutes.
Quick.
It was like
Jesus Christ.
maybe a couple hours. It was it was quick.
24
Isn't it
hours.
funny that there's
24 hour.
there's
There's a
that
full-
many people this faithful in cryptocurrency? Because that shit, when it came out at first, it was kind of like a fringe thing. That everybody had one homie that was doing it. That was like, yo, you gotta. He was trying to baptize everybody into their philosophy. But it never really caught on for real.
It caught
Yeah,
on.
it depends. It caught on.
It caught on.
Well, I mean,
And
like, of
there's
course,
a-
I'm talking about in terms of like in friend groups. Like, nobody
Yeah.
here does crypto.
I have.
Have.
Yeah,
What
and
are
I
you doing now?
I'm in crypto.
I have a little bit,
You
but I
like
don't really
George
got
Farmer,
much.
though, nigga? That's Farmer.
I don't got much.
I'm in crypto.
What you got?
I got a couple dollars in XRP. I got a couple dollars in Bitcoin. I got a couple dollars in Ethereum.
I used to have some Ethereum.
And then I got like some other little.
I probably
like,
still got some somewhere actually because I got a account I haven't opened up. in a
How
long
is
time.
it? How is it
this,
doing right now?
I bought this one coin. I mean, it's Bitcoin just reached back to 100K like a day ago.
It's been going up and down.
It go up and down, but it just
Yeah.
it was down. For
It was
a
at
little bit.
103 just the other day too.
So what's been your investing strategy? Like, you just been
I mean, it's a long term
You been
game.
buying what's hot.
I'm just like, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, I'm trying to keep my my ears low to the ground in the crypto discords and whatnot.
Are you following somebody's prize picks?
Yeah, I follow this one guy. I forgot his name. But Steezy, shout out to Steezy. He be on that. Yeah, so niggas in crypto, man, we working, man. And I would have never got by this, and I would have, if y'all was interested in trying to invest in this, I would have told y'all like, yo, y'all about to get rug pulled. This is a scam. But let's hear this bitch cry and slobber all over the goddamn mic. See her tears.
I want to start by saying thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to like get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Everything's gonna be good. We're gonna be good. And guys, listen, just as a temperature check, I just want to say, the first thing that she said to me off camera was, the minute you DM me, I really wish I just texted you and called you. And that speaks to me because of how I was introduced to crypto, and we'll get into that. But I'm also kind of on the back end of things too. Like, their team's been very forthcoming. My team is vetting them the fuck out right now and has been for the last week. Thread Guy and Frank, they're going to be on this episode. It's such a weird blend and mash of worlds. No,
It rolled out.
Don't cry, Haley. It's fine. It's all going to be okay. Life is going to be okay. Oh, Haley, no.
No, don't do that.
No,
Don't stare at me.
No.
You just
You're adorable.
Just give us a minute.
Okay. It's going to be okay.
Well, so basically how this idea got brought to me, it was supposed to be like what they call it, a long-term coin. And the guy that ran the account, he was like, oh, we're going to change like the way everybody thinks of crypto. Crypto is going to be a good place. And I feel really bad for all the people that got affected by it. And it just didn't go the way I planned. And all the money out of this episode is getting donated to all the animals that have been affected by the fires up here.
And I'll match it. Me, Ricky, I'll match it, whatever. It's really, really important for me to make sure that we address everything and get through all of exactly what happened. I think that it's really, really important at this point to be totally transparent about everything that happened with you and your partners and this launch and in crypto, and what makes this bad and what makes what Iggy Azalea is doing maybe even good, and what makes Trump's doing different, right? I want to get through all that.
He started, his Percocet started to wear off, but
this is the first high stakes crime,
and that's why FaZe Banks is the white dude that was talking, the owner of FaZe, obviously the whole like Black Boy Max and all them niggas, and he's been in a couple different controversies, so that's why he knows how to properly educate somebody through the motions, and he also wasn't a part of it. He's just kind of
he made that very clear.
Yeah,
he was like, we're going to dive into all the details about what she did and how she fucked this whole thing up. And, I'll just be here to support, Why was she donating money to the animals? Like, shouldn't she be donating something to the people who got affected?
That's what I was thinking.
Or is that...
I thought that was just...
would that legally... Because I don't know if like this is a case that is ongoing, that's proceeding. So, like, if she does something to try to, like, amend...
I don't know how you source those people out either, though.
Well, I mean, they got the token.
Nah, I mean, that would be so difficult.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be difficult. It would just be time consuming. And
the animals are easier.
And what did FaZe Banks say? He was like, yeah, man, and I'll match it.
Yeah.
I think she was just loosely talking. She probably shouldn't have said anything about giving money back.
To the animals.
I thought she said to the coin niggas too.
No, she was donating it only. That's what my point was.
Yeah, but I think
she talking about donating to animals when she need to be, breaking some bread off for these niggas who got scammed.
Yeah, because what if the money that she's trying to give off to the animals doesn't even touch the amount of money that was put into the coin anyway?
It probably wouldn't. Animals aren't,
Or what if
it's not that expensive to save them.
What if it's another scam and then it should go into animals?
That's true.
Give you something else to fucking...
And what type of fucking animals?
Some other rug pull.
Like, just dogs, or are we going, some high-tier animals, baby gorillas and shit?
They're doing, like, house animals because I couldn't imagine that they're trying to save, animals that live in the wild. There's no point.
Really?
Yeah. Like, what you going to rescue a deer? Unless it's, like, literally trapped under a burning tree. That's different. But, they pretty much clear out.
Yeah, you could rescue that deer.
Yeah. That's a rescuable deer.
Yeah.
It's worthwhile. But, they mainly just taking kittens out of trees and shit, which doesn't cost that much. So even when he said he's going to match it, I was like, damn, he kind of talking big shit. But then I thought about it, I was like, that's probably like, what, $500?
And she took the classic white woman approach, like a little bit. I would have liked for her to tear up a little bit more.
How do you think it felt for her? Like, how do you think she really
All
felt?
her moisture's in her mouth.
How do you think she really felt? Like, at first she was like a little sad, like, oh my God, people got hurt. And then she like saw the account and was like, wait, did we make that much? Like, how do you think that changed and shaped her perspective of what happened?
I think it happened in the opposite order.
Okay.
I think she was like, oh shit, we rich.
Yeah.
And then somebody explained why.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh.
She saw
Well, that's
everybody
different.
attacking her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't seem like the type of person, it's her first time. And this is something like bad, damn near illegal.
Yeah.
But it's very frowned upon. You know what I mean? Just creating a meme coin.
She probably watching Orange is the New Black just to get ready.
Would you buy Kanye's coin if he created a coin?
I would
don't invest in that shit.
Buying something from Kanye.
On launch probably, but then I'd probably get rid of it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I wanted to get the Trump coin and I didn't do it.
How's the Trump coin doing?
Can you rug pull a rug pull?
What?
Can you rug pull a rug pull?
You'll be a part of the rug pull.
Talking about some real Matrix level shit. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're trying to.
I mean, you look like you got the jacket on for it, nigga.
Oh no, nigga.
Morpheus. But you can't rug pull a rug pull. Like, if you know it's going to happen, can you just get in and get out a second faster than everybody else?
He did.
Well, yeah, you're just saying
then
get
you
out.
just be a part of.
Yeah,
you just
be a part of the rug pull.
The rest of the rug pull.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd rather pull the rug than get my rug pulled.
Well, you're not really pulling the rug. Like a rug pull.
You're a part of it, though.
Nah, well, if you can read
not
the
really.
graphs, but with this, it was like insider trading.
Insider
like
stuff, like
Everybody
insider rug
already
pull.
playing like,
Yeah.
all right, nigga, I'm getting out here. You get out at this
Yeah.
time. So it doesn't.
So really, you just did a smart thing. You're not really
Yeah.
a part of the rug pull because you're not on the inside. If you're on the inside, then it's rug pull.
Yeah, you just did regular trading.
Yeah. And you
That's
just
magic,
did
man.
good training.
I'm finna tell you what coins.
I don't know.
I'm,
I feel like I'm so esoterically a part of it, though. You know what I mean?
Nah, man.
If you had insight, maybe. If you got the scoop.
Yeah, you need.
You gotta have the scoop, man. You gotta get on Coinbase,
Yeah.
man.
Nah.
You gotta see
I
this.
already
Man.
have it. I just even.
You gotta see these graphs, man.
That's piss posh. You don't even know what half that shit means.
You don't.
You know. I saw a lot of red.
Yeah, I haven't logged into my Coinbase.
That's what
in so long.
happens.
Saw a lot of red.
That's what happens. You
Not
gotta
saying
accept
that.
that.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm
You
just
gotta
saying
accept that.
I'm seeing a lot of red.
That's a part of the game. It's a long game.
It's a
I'm
long
not trying
game.
To, I'm not trying
You know,
to.
some people in the green right now too.
Yeah,
though.
I'm in the green still. My acorn.
Yeah, like Lawrence, you on green?
Check
Yeah,
that.
my
F-Mac, how you
on
doing?
Coinbase.
Acorn's going
I'm,
up.
I'm checking right now, actually.
My acorn.
F-Mac, take
No,
that
Coinbase.
Coinbase.
No, I'm not on the
Because
Coinbase.
Acorn, it does it for you.
I don't have Coinbase.
Yeah, I'm not. I do my own thing.
Oh,
on
both of y'all
Acorns,
have
too.
Acorn?
Acorn, yeah.
The,
Yeah,
the thing
I
that
got
does it for
my
you?
Robinhood
You see,
is-
I'm out there.
My Robinhood's down.
Some
I got,
niggas is different.
No,
That's
I have
probably
Robin,
why your shit is
I have
fucked up, though.
Robinhood, nigga, and I'm doing my own shit on that too. So there you go.
You're just following what the Acorn.
But
No,
doesn't
doing, nigga.
Robinhood
No.
take like a little bit of money out your account every month too?
Nah. Acorns.
Which one does that?
Acorns?
Acorn.
Okay.
Acorns does. That.
Because it tells you which ones to do.
But you can do whatever you want to, and you can actually do your own thing. You just have to get a higher subscription plan.
Well, hold on. There's nothing wrong with getting a recommendation. You said you follow Steezy's.
you can
I'm
invest
not
with.
following his like picks. I'm just seeing like, okay,
You're
he's investing
following
in this.
somebody's though.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You're not just out here masterminding and studying.
But I'm not
demographic and economical chambers and shit.
I'm not mirroring. I'm just, okay, he's talking about that one. Like, okay, this one might come up. Okay.
You're miming.
No.
Are you looking into what it is though? Do you know anything about the company?
Yeah, you have to look
Just
it up.
invest in what you think is actually a good product. And
Yeah,
know
but
what-
because
some
you
of-
didn't
some of the
invest into
things-
anything like niche. Like those are kind of like the most common joints. I'm not saying that's the end of the
Well-
world, but you're not doing brain surgery.
Come on, dog. This
You
nigga
not-
just said, you're not really, come on, I'm
You're
not really investing.
You're not doing brain surgery.
Come
You're not
on,
on the
my
cutting
nigga.
edge of like, yo, this is new coin. It's on the come up, dog. You need to
It's-
get on it before everybody else get
Oh
on
my
it.
God.
You
Are
just
you
doing what
about to-
everybody's
it's
already
always
doing.
a nigga in an extra large Reebok
You
sweater.
reading history,
Dirty
nigga.
Tim's. Oh my God, talking about investing.
You just
I'm a
reading-
bad investor.
You're reading scroll. Whoa, nobody said
Come
that.
on, dog.
Damn, he taking this to
I'm
heart.
out here.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Don't take it to heart.
I'm
Well,
out
you're not
here.
a bad investor.
What you might
well,
wanna
your
do is-
stats do kind of say otherwise, but that's
No,
a part
that's-
of the game, though.
you
That's
might want to get
just-
back up on this Nvidia before it go back up, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nvidia's pretty good, I've heard.
See, Are you
Nintendo about
on
to go
NVIDIA?
up too. Once that Switch drop.
Oh yeah, Switch 2.
I don't believe in it.
You
I think it's
shouldn't.
gonna tank. I don't think it's a good product.
The Switch
Look.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, no
It's a
way.
little convoluted. I was watching the commercial for that shit. I was like,
It don't look like nothing different.
Don't,
it's a little convoluted.
nigga, how?
How is it better than the last one? Explain it. Like, it's cool. It's got a new design, but how is it better?
It's better for niggas with big hands.
It's gonna
How
be,
many niggas are those?
It's gonna be
Tons of niggas that play it.
better.
Hell no.
The Switch is everywhere.
Not everybody has F-Max size wrist.
That has
Better-
nothing to do with it. The Switch is everywhere. There are niggas with big hands everywhere. People always love how big the Steam Deck is. The Switch is basically
There's
the same
big hands
size.
everywhere.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, and especially for a children's toy. Like, why would you market towards adult hands when your main demographic is teenagers and kids?
Nah, because they're trying to move off of that.
No, it's not that. It's just like the Wii controller was good enough for everybody. Like anybody could play Wii. It wasn't an
because
uncomfortable
it
feeling for
attaches to
anybody.
your wrist.
Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to they're improving on the design.
But nah, it's not better though.
Look,
it actually looks worse.
look, guys, we need one less nigga investing in Nintendo, honestly. And I appreciate you saying that, but we should probably get into these wild LOIs. The very few we got this week due to us not telling y'all about it early enough, but
It's not true.
why
We
LOIs?
gotta stop blaming us. At a certain point, it ain't on us.
Accountability, man.
We say it every time.
Accountability, man.
We say it every time. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it.
We guys just give up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, nigga, that's crazy.
What we
They
gonna do,
don't-
Lauren?
Keep going.
We're gonna keep saying it. Hey, nobody said we're gonna stop. But at the end of the day, we could go pay for a billboard for
Yeah.
Wild Wise.
Let's do that.
If motherfuckers don't type them, they don't type them. Wild Wise, the segment of the show that you
Yes.
niggas avoid.
Yes, Wild LOI segment of the show. I was just in a daze of just nothingness because that's what I'm seeing. But shout out to Leroy and Nutso, Wild LOI. Comment down yours. We will read it at the end of the show. Might have to start reading it at the beginning. Maybe that'll get niggas. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Well, we would have to have something to read.
Let's just read whatever we got. Plenty
Boom,
of
boom,
pimps are moved by emotions. So the definition of simp is moving of emotion is wrong. Simp is a dude that gets no woman, even with paying or going down and beyond, above and beyond. Shout out to Nutso, man. Good pimp from the Netherlands. But
I think you might have misconstrued the words that we were displaying in that podcast. Because I understand what he's saying, but that isn't what we intended. This is what I mean by leading with your emotions as a simp, right? Yeah, for simping. It's like, it's not even necessarily that you're leading with your emotions, but you're putting her emotions above your emotions, which in turn means that you mac emotionally.
yes, you're an emotional Mac.
You know what I mean? Your intelligence actually isn't very high because you don't even understand the damage that you're doing.
Yeah.
But that is the paint that you paint with.
Yeah.
You use emotions. It's like, how is she feeling? You don't even second guess if she should be feeling upset.
Yeah.
You just immediately go to, she's upset. Let me woo-doo-woo-doo-woo.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by simp leading with his emotions, Nuso. But I understand that, we talk fly, we speak fast, and we assume that you people understand. But, we got to speak to the laymen in the room. He's a foreigner.
Nigga from the
English
Netherlands.
is a hard language to pick up on, unless you're a British actor,
Yeah.
in which case it's just fucking second nature.
Yeah.
They do Americans better than us.
The nigga from Snowfall.
But yeah, if you need any more, clarifications on the subject, feel free to put a YLOY
Yes.
in front of it next time. It's the same thing. You just put hashtag YLOY,
Yeah.
then say what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Leroy.
Jay Noble's not leaving the States makes so much sense. They say travel broadens the mind for reasons.
For reasons.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga.
That.
I don't believe that,
Ellipsis.
Leroy. I mean, it definitely
Don't believe
can.
that.
It definitely can. But I don't think you
What
have
part of it don't you
I
believe?
don't think traveling
It does.
exclusively is the only thing.
We never said that, but it
Yeah,
brought
it
it
is.
Is the
But you
best
see,
thing
his
that
mind
can
isn't
broaden your
broad enough
mind.
to understand.
It's a really
It's the
strong.
best.
It's a really big way to broaden your mind.
It's actually the biggest. It's the biggest. Like, if you
Nah.
went to Spain for 3 months,
You will see a lot of shit that
your
you're
perspective
learning.
on life
Yeah,
would be different.
It's gonna change.
Even if you went for 2 days.
It's gonna
Like,
change.
just going to a different place, it exposes you to things that you weren't aware of. That's literally broadening the scope
Of
of what you
course.
think is possible.
Of-
Which is why some of your,
Of
your
course.
philosophies
But-
and your critiques are slightly narrow-minded.
But there's many people that haven't left the States that have a so-called broad mind.
Who?
There's a lot of people. Most people haven't left the States in America.
But they've probably
that's
traveled
not
to-
true. Most people don't have broad minds in America.
Yeah.
And the broadest minds are well-traveled.
Yeah, and America is a good place to where you can travel to a lot of pockets of America and get like a broad sense of people in general too.
Yeah.
But when you leave the country for real, there is like a different world out there.
But you gotta see his perspective isn't broad enough. You gotta speak to him in parables he understands. It's kind of like in comedy, right? Like you could be a local killer. You know, you go up on stage, you go to all the spots in your town, and you that nigga.
Yes.
But you're not the same level as a nigga who's road tested because you've been out. You've been in Kentucky. You've been in them hole in the wall joints in Mississippi. Like you've gotten
Yes.
more experience.
Yes.
It's just a little bit more seasoning on top.
I'm sorry.
That's all
I
it
mean,
is.
Hey man, you gotta, like you say, you gotta wrestle tumbleweeds.
You start to learn a lot more about
You
people
gotta-
too, man. We all the same, low
Because
key.
we're
For
all the
sure.
same, but then we all have different differences.
Yes.
We all have different differences, and that's what getting out of your area code really allows you to see.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
everybody's
for sure.
normal is different.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody's normal.
And
is
everybody's different is normal.
different. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand what we saying?
Come
boy?
on,
So we speaking like we got passports, yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
With a
yeah.
stamp or two in them.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's good,
Nah,
that's
like
good.
literally, even just traveling to a bunch of places in America, like a
Yeah.
lot of people haven't really
That's what I'm saying.
been around in America. Like they might have been in the next state over,
Yeah, like
or like they
leaving-
might
Yeah.
have flown
leaving-
somewhere
leaving
and
your-
flown over a couple
even
states.
leaving your coast, like
But-
leaving your coast, going to like the
yeah,
center
like-
section a little bit.
and
like,
actually living in different
Yeah.
states, that's some completely
like
different
even going
shit.
to even
Yeah.
going to Texas is different than here. There's a little bit of different. There's a lot of similarities amongst Americans, but like there's a little bit of a different culture out there.
Nah, Texas.
Long ass roads.
Texas is like they feel like rebels. Texas feels like
That's what I'm
America
saying.
for real.
It
like,
does. It does.
like
But
DC.
it's like, but that's different than here. We don't feel like Texas. Like here, I don't feel.
Oh
the
yeah,
same.
nah.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't have the
also
same
two
climate. A
different-
lot.
Yeah.
A lot of the climate affects like how motherfuckers feel walking
Yeah.
around.
It's
Yeah.
two different sides of fucking Texas. Like the Confederate side, it's just the niggas that wave the Confederate flag that just really believe it. And it's not all white people.
LA feels different too, compared to here,
LA feels different compared
Yeah.
to Texas, and they right.
and they right there. Yeah.
But yeah, get a little bit more seasoning. You'll start
Hey,
to make a
man.
little bit more sense.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, man, I'll start to make as
This
much
was a
sense
good
as
year
you.
in terms of traveling, though.
Yeah.
Like niggas actually did go around.
Next, you need to go to Miami and see if you're
or
really in
last
love.
year, shit.
You should do that.
Miami.
Yeah, just to see if you're really in love. You should do that.
See how really that's the test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will test myself.
See if you really love black women.
That's
That's where you really gonna be putting the test on them Cubans.
Cubans. Nigga,
Them
I'm
Cubans
gonna
and
be
them
tested,
Guatemalans. It's gonna be shit you never seen before. You be like,
nigga. Seen before, nigga. Cubans are everywhere,
They say El
nigga.
Caballito de Bayo. El Caballito de Bayo.
Nah,
You come back
nigga.
a different man, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speak a
yeah.
different language.
Speaking different languages, nigga. You didn't do that, nigga.
I did it. That's why
Hell
El Caballito de
And then
Bayo.
one of them bitches gonna ask him what his name is. He gonna be fucking mesmerized just by the accent.
Oh my god. Stop living in your past, Lauren.
I'm not living in my past. I'm just
Not
telling you what's
so-
what happened to you as a weak-minded
A
individual.
good wingman is underrated. Yes, a good wingman is underrated. And you know, that's why we fuck with Lauren, man.
I think a good wingman can be overrated.
Can be overrated.
be. Because, you know, at a certain extent, like, at what point are you using your homie's charisma as a crutch?
I knew you were going that route. I knew you were going that route. That's the only route he could have taken with that statement.
You're a smart guy. Great minds, nigga. But can you, like, refute it? Or are you just going to talk about
your
where
homie's
it came
charisma?
from?
No,
That's just gonna
at
be
first,
that's
you're-
just-
Because
you're
hold
not-
on, because
it depends on
and that's
what
why I
type
said
of-
that's why I said
what
it's
type of-
contextual. But there are circumstances
That's just
where
the type-
like a nigga is just kind of using his homie's charisma.
That's just the type of
to
nigga he
kinda
is.
Well, yeah,
seal
that's-
the
hold on.
deal.
That's just
it's
the
like
type
you're
of
not
nigga-
you're not fishing on your own volition.
That's just the type of nigga he is.
That's what I'm
but
saying, yeah.
in most cases of the wing man, the wing position, you are just, you distracting.
Yeah, the wing
You
position.
smoke
normally-
I don't think that there's like
There's not. That,
I don't think that there's an abundance of good wingmen out there though. I think a great wingman is kind of a commodity to a certain extent, and that's why it's a celebrated position because there's so many terrible wingmans.
But here's the thing though, like the wing.
And in fact, real quick, Lauren, the wingman is a lot of a lot of times he has a lot of charisma because you're probably, handling a lot of different things. You know what I mean? Depending on the situation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you have to have a lot of charisma, maybe even more than the guy that is in the point position.
And sometimes in that situation, the guy in the point position is relying on your charisma. It's like he would have went home by himself unless his homie was here, which can be problematic. Like I'm not saying that having a wingman is a handicap innately, because sometimes, when you're playing 2v2, you're playing 2v2.
Yeah.
That's just, you need teammates.
Yeah.
But you don't want to only score when you have a teammate. Like if you can only score off a pick and roll, that's a problem. That's a problem. A nigga got to set you a screen every time. You can't just get a bucket, just a one dribble pull up,
Again, that's
score
just
for
that
yourself
type of
real
thing.
quick.
But isn't that a part of the
Sometimes
game?
a nigga got to go to the bathroom, dog. I can't always set you screens.
But if you have a teammate,
sometimes I'm wide open in the corner. I'm trying to get my 3-ball off.
I don't think that wingman is really out there as often as you say, like the wingman who is just a charisma nigga, because that nigga is not trying to be your wingman every time if you can't wingman for him either, or if you can't be a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that team don't last but 2 tries. You know what I'm saying?
That's not true. There's plenty of friend groups to where it's like there's the one dude in the group, he's not gonna speak to the women first. Most niggas gotta open up. Like back in the day.
But even that nigga can still speak to them once it's open. You know what I'm saying? For most times. It's rare that it's just
But
one
if you
nigga
rely
that's
on
never done
somebody,
it.
but if you're relying on somebody to break the ice first, you're relying on somebody to break the ice first.
That could be a case,
But
that does that
can
also
be troubling.
no, but that
which can be troubling.
no. Sometimes
it's
that's
stunting. It can stunt your development in the game.
No, sometimes that's the formula. Sometimes that's the formula. Like a nigga can understand each other's role, and that's the formula. Like, yo, this nigga like,
roles.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga is good when it comes to doing this. Once this happens, I know he gonna come in with this, and then once that happens, we know we got him. Like, that's just a formula for some niggas, and it also depends on what you're hunting at the time.
And it also depends on who you want to be in the game. Because the person that you're describing, that's like a role player.
That's true.
I want to be an all-star.
You want to be an all-star, yeah.
And if you want to be an all-star, you can't be reliant on things like my teammate got a nice 3-point shot. But that's amazing when we in game together. But I can't develop my approach and my routine based off having a Udemy.
And that's why I said that
is not always going to be there.
And that's why I said that team don't last long, man. That nigga ends up getting traded.
Yeah.
What you mean? And now you're just getting too convoluted with the analogies, nigga. Get back to real life.
That's what I'm saying.
Get back to real life.
Nigga who is the best.
I don't want to only
saying.
be able to get women if I'm with my friend. For me, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Your son. Would you want to raise your son to only be able to get women unless his homie is there to do the
I'm gonna tell him to
opening?
go out on his dolo first. Fuck the wingman.
Exactly. So
shit.
why are you pushing back and forth with me? If you wouldn't
Because
teach your kids, why are you professing this to our podcast
Because I don't
audience,
think
nigga?
what you said really makes that much sense.
The point
Overrated
that you
wingman,
made for the overrated statement.
Yeah,
it's like, no.
I said I think it can be overrated in certain contexts, and then I proceeded to provide the context, which I think is overrated.
And I think your context is an outlier.
Circumstance when you are using it as a crutch, and I don't think that's as big as an outlier as you believe. Most niggas,
That's all I was saying.
Most niggas aren't confident and like charismatic enough to go out and just get women. That's not the norm.
Yeah, but what
that's
I'm saying
not the
is
average guy.
you're gonna get-
the
you're gonna-
average guy might be able to like be in class with a girl and kind of talk to
But
her,
listen to what you're
stumble
saying.
their way into
listen to
but
what
the
you're saying.
average guy isn't just a nigga going around to a bar by himself. It's like, hey baby, what you doing here
So
tonight?
listen to what you're saying.
That's
why,
a movie character half the time.
That's why it's
nigga.
not. That's why you're saying why it's not overrated. It's really rare and it's underrated. Like, because when it comes down to it, the average man is gonna be paired with the average man for wingman scenarios. So like when you have the good shit's gonna stay with the good shit. The average gonna be with the average. So your scenario of there being like this charismatic nigga as the wingman and the other guy is not charismatic. It's like, it's normally flopped. It's normally the other way around. It's normally like the superstar nigga who realizes his friend is not a good wingman and goes finds another superstar. It's not normally the bad guy being the main nigga to begin with. That's never really the case.
I never said the bad guy was
Does
the
that make
main
sense?
nigga.
Yeah.
I never said the bad
But
guy was the main nigga.
it sounds
I'm just
like it,
talking
though.
about in the aspect of you and a homie go up to 2, maybe 3 bitches, and it's just like you are waiting on his beats. You know what I mean? You're waiting on him. And it's like, wingman is a loose terminology because in the conventional sense, it's like, yo, you talk to the ugly bitch. But that's not always the case. Because to me, a wingman is a partner in pussy.
For sure.
That's like we're approaching a group and we're both, and like it's ebbs and flows to it. Like sometimes we might run pick and roll. Sometimes we might just be running 2 ISOs. Like you talk to her over there, I talk to this girl over here.
Right.
That's just wingman to me. And in that, they can be used as a crutch that stifles your own development to score the ball. And that's why I said in a certain context, a wingman can be overrated.
But I think
because you don't have game, you just using your homie's charisma.
I think most dudes,
and that's not the kind of nigga I want to be. If you cool with that, if you want to raise your son that way, that's all right.
I think most dudes that are even wingmans, like they can go out and get pussy. Like most dudes that are getting pussy can go out and get it by themselves. I think that's most
the wingman thing.
I think
if
that's,
you're doing the wingman thing.
I think that's just because of like survive, like just to survive.
You don't think the average dude is nervous, is shy, is like, yo, how do I break the ice? That's like,
yeah, of course, but that doesn't.
Most niggas aren't skilled at getting women, dog.
Also,
that's why those niggas get praised in just in culture. That's why like being a pimp, being able to call yourself that, being like, yo, I got mad hoes. That's why that's sorted after. That's validated.
It's just
because
too many,
most niggas aren't that cool. It's that simple.
There's also just too many different ways to play the game, and most niggas' ways don't necessarily mesh. That's why it's good to find one that meshes, because it's different ways to play the game. Yeah. So some niggas, like you said earlier, don't really go for it unless it's something that they really fuck with, and that can change the nature of how you approach and speak. You know what I'm saying? Like how you really chop it up. So,
I agree with that, but what's this got to do with the wingman conversation?
Because your styles may not mesh. You know what I'm saying? Like in general, like how you approach women and how you do shit. You may not be bad on your own, but with this nigga, I may not be good.
And yeah, man, even to your point, like it's
like that.
It's not.
I don't disagree with that. That doesn't go against my point.
I just don't. Even to your point, though,
I'm saying your point is.
I gotta agree with Lauren. It's not like
It's
not overrated. It's sought after. You know what I mean? To have a good wingman it's like.
So when I said it can be overrated in a certain context,
but
does that not mean anything?
Because
does that not
it
like
was such a microdose.
Isn't anything positive in a certain context can be fucked up for you, right? That's what moderation is all about.
It just felt like you went out of your way to find a point that you could argue.
Well, because I'm trying to fucking have a conversation out of something, nigga.
No, I feel that, but I'm saying
a good wingman is underrated, and I was like, yeah, that's right. And then I thought of, well, there are circumstances where that shit isn't true.
I feel it, but it's like.
But overall, though, in general.
Okay, we can speak generally. We can.
Okay.
We can. Y'all can. I'll speak a little bit more directly.
Okay.
Like, you know, there's room for everybody. It's a 2-hour podcast.
I mean, yeah, it is.
3:30 now.
Yeah, about to say 3:30 now.
I wonder why.
Because y'all bickering and bantering.
Exactly.
About the game. But you got to love it. You know what I mean? The game is beautiful. It's beautiful to us. It's beautiful to y'all. If y'all like the video, share, subscribe, and comment down below your LOIs for next week. We're going to talk to y'all tomorrow. We're going to come back better than ever. Yeah. Anything else we got to shout out? Oh, follow us on LOI the show. We have a Discord.
Yeah. It's available.
What might happen, it might be in the description. So just check the description for the Discord link. We're going to talk to y'all. Going to, conversate, talk about what we want. NBA talk, crypto talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can tailgate the picks that he's tailgating.
Fat cute bitches. Yeah. But J Nobles.
Groove.
White man behind the boards.
Yep.
F man right beside him.
Still me.
And we are out.